And good afternoon, football fans, or a quick good morning to you before we get there. And welcome out to the 2025 Gridiron All-American Bowl game here on the campus of Louisiana Christian University. I am Doug Gamble of 446 Sports. Delighted to be bringing this to you for a sixth season, 7 seasons altogether. That they've had it. We missed the one in Gulf Shores because of a little bit of the weather that got there. But we are moments away from getting this thing going, and we'll talk about all of that momentarily. We want to take a moment to bring the crew in with us right now, and a couple of guys in the booth with me today. Of course, longtime broadcast partner Nick Magnano is with us. Nick, welcome aboard.
Yeah, great to be here, Doug. A little bit warmer today than it was. It feels warmer. Excuse me. This press box, 42 degrees. Feels like 39. Northwest wind, 5 miles an hour.
There you go, and bringing us into the booth to do color commentary for us is a guy that's been coaching, probably 30, 40 years, I guess, and Thomas Scully. Maybe not quite that long. Coach, welcome.
Thank you so much, Doug. No, not quite that long, but getting there. The years are creeping up quickly, but excited to be here. Looking forward to some great football and and wonderful weather. I mean, it's unbelievable. Of course, we are in the press box, but it's such a beautiful day out here with these young men to have an opportunity to showcase their skills today.
So it is a big difference because yesterday, and as it got into the evening, you saw it a little bit more, but it was definitely chilly out there. The wind, I think, was a bigger problem, but you saw blankets and blankets yesterday on everybody that was in here. Most of the crowd was in the middle in the plastic seats and not out on the metal bleachers because those things hold a little weather on them as well.
Absolutely. You know, the thing about it is that the sun is directly on them right now, so they're on the perfect side of the
yes.
The bleachers are set up correct, are perfect today, so they'll enjoy the sun. A lot of sunshades, fewer blankets, few beanies, few hats. I mean, big jackets, but nice crowd starting to pile in here for the first game.
Nick, give us an idea on the schedule for today, how it works out, and how the game's going to be played today.
Yeah, first matchup today. Team Demons are going to be in the black. Team Knights will be in the white. Team Demons, the general manager is Terrence George, and Team Knights is some guy we know by the name of Doug Gann.
That's right. Say it loud and say it proud. Team 446. That's right.
You can go back to Gridiron Football, to the YouTube to see the draft. It was a neat little process. It gives information of about all these young men whenever they were drafted, where they're from, and we'll talk about that stuff tonight. But there'll be 4 15-minute quarters. It's college rules. 4 15-minute quarters, and then the last 2 minutes of the second quarter and last 2 minutes of the game of the fourth quarter will be your regular clock situation where first down is stopped, out of bounds is stopped, all that stuff. And then also the kickoff for this will actually be an NFL kickoff. So if you've seen the NFL lately, you know it's going to be where, you know, the NFL kick. So that kind of sums it up. And then the second game, which will be right after, is the Lions, who are team Andy Bryson, and versus the Tigers, who are team Marcus Randall. So look forward to the day.
Marcus Randall, of course, the CFO there at Gridiron Football, and been around. You know him from LSU and from the NFL as well, but you also know him as a defending champion in this game. His team Tigers won this last year. But, Coach, a night like this, a day like this, and people talk about, the running clock, man, that's going to go fast. They're not going to have time. That's not true at all.
No, it's not. And the thing about it is when you've got a short roster or small roster, these guys, you know, you're not 3 and 4 deep. You're 2 deep at the most. And so there's a lot of rotation going on. And these young men, you know, they've been enjoying the holidays just like everybody else. So they're not in top condition as you expect most of these guys to be in, but they're in playing condition. But again, they're out here just to showcase, of course, in front of all these college coaches. And, you know, some of these young men, they're playing for an opportunity. So, you know, that's what this is all about. And kudos to Gridiron Coach Randall and of course, Andy Bryson for creating this opportunity for these young men that did not have the opportunity throughout the year to be seen, and today they get another opportunity as they close out their high school careers.
Absolutely. And Nick, you've been around this for a while and with us, and there's already been kids that have gotten offers here this week.
Yeah, they said that there was between 90 to 95% of every athlete that participates in this over the years gets an offer. Doesn't mean they necessarily go on to play, but they do get offers. But a lot of the ones here have received offers. They just come to this to see maybe this is a last hurrah to possibly, get a better offer, get something bigger, or more, or maybe even more money from their current offer. But it's a really neat thing. Of course, All-Star game, I want everybody to know up front, All-Star games, they start out usually slow unless there's a big individual play by an athlete, because and the defenses are usually ahead, which Coach Scully will like this, being a defense coordinator. Defenses are usually ahead because they see ball, hit ball, where offense, they have to, come together and work on stuff.
They're starting to call out some of the guys now that are playing, so we're going to go over to the public address announcer.
Next up, number 1, quarterback, Haven Keller from Patterson High School in Patterson, Louisiana. Number 2, Zaylen Bennett, running back from Hammond High School in Hammond, Louisiana. Number 3, Makai Allen, linebacker from Averson Side Academy in New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 4, running back, Troy Kennerson Jr., Acadiana High School in Scott, Louisiana. Number 5, Skylar Edwards, running back, St. Charles Catholic in LaPlace, Louisiana. Number 7, Connor Rushford, running back from DeRidder High School in DeRidder, Louisiana. Number 8, Lindsey Howard, wide receiver from Patterson High School in Patterson, Louisiana. Number 9, Makai Dunbar, defensive back, Kenner Discovery in Kenner, Louisiana. Number 10, John Luke Bentley, wide receiver from Kinder High School in Kinder, Louisiana. Number 11, Kyrie Francisco, linebacker from St. Martinville High School in St. Martinville, Louisiana. Number 12, wide receiver, Javen Christopher from Patterson High School in Patterson, Louisiana. Number 14, Aiden Self, defensive lineman from Hammond High School in Hammond, Louisiana. Number 15, Kylie Collier, defensive lineman from Frederick Douglass in New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 16, Jack Landry, quarterback from ERAP High School in ERAP, Louisiana. Number 17, Jerrison Reese, wide receiver from Church Point High School in Church Point, Louisiana. Number 18, Isaac Garba, defensive end from Silliman High School in Clinton, Louisiana. Number 19, Elijah Banks, linebacker from Glen Oaks High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Number 20, Xavier Lede, defensive back from Catholic High School in New Iberia, Louisiana. Number 21, Vince Delaney, defensive back from Hammond High School in Hammond, Louisiana. We're going to go back to number 13, Jaheim Butler from Averson Science Academy in New Orleans, Louisiana. I forgot about you, Jaheim. Number 24, Jaden Weaver, running back from General Travis High School in Lake Providence, Louisiana. And it says today, number 25, running back, Trevin Simon from Ascension Catholic High School in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Number 26, Quill Collier from Frederick Douglass High School in New Orleans, Louisiana. Going back to number 23, Zach Pointer from Haynes Academy High School in New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 27, Jaheim Butler, defensive back from Averson Science Academy in New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 30, Gabriel Johnson, linebacker from East Iberville High School in St. Gabriel, Louisiana. Number 32, Tryon Weiss, linebacker, Hammond High School in Hammond, Louisiana. Number 33, Isaac Hernandez, kicker, punter from Weiss High School in Pflugerville, Texas. Number 55, offensive lineman, Grayson Gorham from Minden High School in Minden, Louisiana. Number 58, Vaughn Blanchard, offensive lineman from Ascension Catholic in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Going back to number 40, linebacker, Jeremiah Nelson from Delta Charter High School in Faraday, Louisiana. Next up, number 59, Dylan Armstrong, offensive lineman from River Oaks High School in Monroe, Louisiana. Next up, number 71, Ashton Broussard, offensive lineman from Jules Sumner High School in Kentwood, Louisiana. Number 75, Andre Campbell, offensive lineman from Captain Shreve High School in Shreveport, Louisiana. Number 78, Caden Stearns, offensive lineman from Jules Sumner High School in Kentwood, Louisiana. Number 79, Jordan Holmes, defensive lineman from Carroll High School in Monroe, Louisiana. At tight end, number 88, Eli Nealon from Jules Sumner High School in Kentwood, Louisiana. And wrapping us up, number 98, Jonathan Daniels, defensive lineman from East Iberville High School in St. Gabriel, Louisiana. And your GM for Team Demons, Terrence George, who drafted the team. Jonathan Collins, your head coach for Team Demons. Offensive coordinator, PJ Sprunk. Defensive coordinator, Coach Collins. Defensive line coach, Jimmy Hillman. Offensive line coach, Gabriel Board. Quarterback wide receiver coach, Kenny Green. And defensive back coach, Pat Cleveland. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Demons. All right. Time to go to the other side of the field. In the end zone, make some noise for Team Knights. Number 0, Hayden Gainey, wide receiver from Montgomery High School in Montgomery, Louisiana. Number 1, Dean Onckley, linebacker from South Plaquemines High School in Port Sulphur, Louisiana. Number 2, defensive lineman, Connor Hilaire from Cecilia High School in Pearl Bridge, Louisiana. Number 3, Dakota Knox, defensive back from Jonesboro High School in Jonesboro, Louisiana. Number 4, Kylan Clark, wide receiver from Arcadia High School in Arcadia, Louisiana. Number 5, running back, Landon Boston from Jonesboro High School in Jonesboro, Louisiana. Number 6, Braylon Jones, linebacker from Cecilia High School in Pearl Bridge, Louisiana. Number 7, Mason Jordan, quarterback from Montgomery High School in Montgomery, Louisiana. Number 8, Ty Curtis, linebacker from Buckeye High School in DeVille, Louisiana. Number 9, Amari Willis, defensive lineman from DeRidder High School in DeRidder, Louisiana. From the state of Texas, number 10, Jaden Henderson, defensive back from Hallsville High School in Hallsville, Texas. Number 11, Kamir Campbell, tight end from General Trask High School in Lake Providence, Louisiana. Number 12, wide receiver, Ethan Lipscomb from Springfield High School in Springfield, Louisiana. Number 13, Brooks Broussard, defensive lineman from North Vermilion High School in Maurice, Louisiana. Number 14, J.B. Newson, wide receiver from General Trask High School in Lake Providence, Louisiana. Number 15, Eric Williams II, linebacker from Prairieville High School in Prairieville, Louisiana. Number 16, Zachary Green, wide receiver from Peabody High School in Alexandria, Louisiana. Number 17, he's got a good first name, I gotta admit that, Chase Mason, defensive back from Zachary High School in Zachary, Louisiana. Number 20, William Laverne, linebacker from Karen Crow High School in Karen Crow, Louisiana. Number 22, Caleb Broussard, linebacker from Acadiana Christian in New Iberia, Louisiana. Just right down the road from here, number 23, Aiden Tate, running back from Pineville High School in Pineville, Louisiana. Number 28, Demarion Berry, defensive back from General Trask High School in Lake Providence, Louisiana. Number 29, Joshua Robinson, defensive back from Rose Pine High School in Rose Pine, Louisiana. Number 32, Marquell Williams, defensive back from Leesville High School in Leesville, Louisiana. Number 33, Logan Blanchard, kicker, punter from North Vermilion High School, Maurice, Louisiana. Number 44, Jackson Olivier, defensive lineman from Acadiana Christian High School in New Iberia, Louisiana. Number 50, Javion Briley, offensive lineman, defensive lineman from White Castle High School in White Castle, Louisiana. Number 51, Patrick Gibson, offensive lineman from Rose Pine High School in Rose Pine, Louisiana. Number 52, Jabaric Seville. Correction, 52 is Gerard Jackson, defensive lineman from DeRidder High School in DeRidder, Louisiana. Number 55, Jabaric Sabille from Cecilia High School in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, offensive lineman. Number 63, Jacob Jameson, offensive lineman from Caldwell Parish High School in Columbia, Louisiana. Number 71, Tori Landry, offensive lineman from LCA, Lafayette Christian Academy in Lafayette, Louisiana. Next up, number 75, Theodore Wagaman, offensive lineman from Rose Pine High School in Rose Pine, Louisiana. Going back to the top, number 27, Alonzo Joseph, linebacker from Peabody High School in Alexandria, Louisiana. And last but not least, number 88, LaDanian Perna, wide receiver from Ellender High School in Houma, Louisiana. Your GM for Team Knights is 446 Sports, Doug Gann, picking the teams. Knights coaching staff, head coach for Team Knights, Terrence Blankenship. Offensive coordinator, Taylor James. Wide receiver, defensive back coach, Jamar Washington. Offensive line, defensive line coach, Will Cohen. Defensive back coach, Coach Barry. Quarterback, running back skill position, Christian Adams. And offensive line coach, Marvin Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Team Knights. So before we get started, we ask everybody to please rise for prayer, followed by the playing of the national anthem. We'll begin in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, please clear my head of all distractions and my heart of burdens I may bear, so I may perform my very best, knowing that you'll always be there. Please lift me up through the moment, so through your eyes I may see, and have a clear understanding as the game unfolds before me. With great courage, I will meet this challenge, as you would have me to. But keep me humble and remind me that my strength comes from knowing you. Then when all eyes are upon me, at the end of this game, I will turn their eyes to you, O Lord, and to the glory of your name. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Now pause briefly for the playing of the national anthem.
And that'll put a wrap on the pregame show. Captains getting ready to make their way out onto the field. Guys, just a beautiful day for it, too. First team captains for the Demons, number 16, Jack Landry. He is the quarterback out of Erath, and he has impressed a lot of people. 6'3", 205, led Erath on a pretty good season this year. Number 19 is out there. Looks like Elijah Banks is there. Elijah Banks is a linebacker out of Glen Oaks in Baton Rouge, and number 79 is Jordan Holmes. Looking across the way, Nick, what do you have as the captains? Can you see over there? Nick doesn't have his heads on.
It looks
Coach?
looks like number 71, Torrey Landry. He's a from LCA out of Lafayette, 6'4", 240-pounder. Number 51, who is actually doesn't look like he's dressed out, but he's going to be one of the captains. Patrick Gibson, he's a 6', 240-pound lineman out of Rose Pine. And number 88, LaDanian Perna, he's a receiver out of Ellender, Houma, Louisiana. Went to Ellender High School, 5'10", 175-pound senior.
There you go, Coach. And just a reminder, too, the 15-minute running clock on here in the first and second, or in all the quarters, save for the final 2 minutes of the second and the fourth.
Yeah, you know, you don't – you're trying to showcase these guys, but you're not trying to make this a marathon day as well. And so, yeah, I love the format. I love the idea that the winner of this – waits and they get into that championship round of that last quarter after the second game is played, which will follow this game immediately after this one. There'll be another game. So to have this many men out here on the field at one time is a great day, you know, and it, again, you're showcasing these young men who have not gone or signed with anybody just yet. So what a great opportunity for these guys to be out here today.
If they get to that championship round, that 15-minute quarter is going to be a regularly timed one. So it looks like the Demons have won the toss, and they have deferred. And you got to be careful of that, putting the ball in the hands of that high-powered Knights offense, because, Nick, you were there when we drafted. We drafted for speed.
Yes, the offensive line is definitely going to have to be technical, Coach, because he did not go with many big uglies. Addition to the Knights, gentlemen, number 27, Alonzo Joseph. Alonzo Joseph, number 27, is a linebacker from Peabody. That was a late addition for the Knights. And then we have one number change. I'll wait for Coach to write this down.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
Yeah, on the Team Demons, number 27, Jaheim Butler, is now number 13 on Team Demons.
You ready for some football?
Well, here we go. All of the pomp and all of the circumstances in the books. We are ready to get this thing going. A beautiful Tuesday afternoon, not a beautiful Saturday afternoon by any means. That's where we are most of the time when we're calling one here on the campus of Louisiana Christian University. Again, I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, broadcasting this proudly to the folks back on the Gridiron Football YouTube page, over 115,000 strong. I am joined today by Nick Magnano and Thomas Scully in the booth with us, too. That's the names that you'll hear. Matthew Magnano on camera, Nick Morrow on camera, and Brett Stallsby is doing our production for us down below. They are one of the things to notice right away is that is the college or the NFL style kickoff rules.
Doug, 16, Green, and 88, Perna are receiving for your Knights.
There you go. Might want to zoom that wide camera in. It's a bit out there.
And then Isaac Hernandez is kicking off. He's kicking off for the Demons.
And this, we saw this in last year's game is where the first time we had seen it. Kickoff is there. And it is going to be gathered in. They could take off right when they catch it or the ball hits the ground, and zooming in, and we are underway out to the 25-30, 35-40, making a move to the outside, and speed kills on the highways and on the football field. Look at him get out and go.
Yeah, pushed out of bounds there by number 11, Francisco.
That, you hear him talking about it, saving the touchdown. That was a big-time run, and that'll put the Knights down in big plus territory. Coach, an advantage of starting down deep like that.
Well, that's a great job, a great return by Perner, almost 65 yards there on the return. You know, it looks different when you see it in person, and you're seeing high school players do it compared to when you see it on Saturday and Sundays and Thursdays and Mondays when the pros are doing it. Those guys are getting tackled like 5 or 10 yards as soon as the ball. So speed definitely is a difference when you notice that type of kickoff.
A little bit of send-off flair as Mason Jordan at quarterback, Aiden Tate there at running back. Snap is back. Jordan's got it. He's going for it all here. Hits the slant. That one is picked off, and it's going all. It may go the other way. Tate is racing over to get him and is going to take him out of bounds. And, ooh, that's a rough way to start things off.
21, Vince Delaney.
Yeah, Vince Delaney was just playing back there. The young man out of Hammond, coach, just lofted over there and got it.
Yeah, they got in that 2-by-2 formation, and they all ran verticals, and the young man from Montgomery saw him wide open, but the window closed very fast as he was playing center field there at the free safety. Nice pick right there by Francisco to return it there.
And now quickly they will get back up and going here again, starting in plus territory.
Jack Landry, quarterback.
Jack Landry is there. We saw that young man out of Erath is there. Handoff, kind of a jet sweep around to the far side. Going to be taken out of bounds. He'll stop, but about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, Zaylen Bennett on the carry there.
Yeah, a little speed sweep right there by Bennett, young man out of Hammond, Louisiana. So great call right there. They actually went into an empty set, sent Bennett in motion, and picked up 5 there on the carry.
Connor Rushford checks in. I saw that. He is a running back out of DeRitter, and that's how they'll get the play in and out of there. And, boy, that's how you want to get going, that interception to start things off. And now it's got Team Demons ready to go. Snap is back there. Handoff right up the middle. So staying on the ground, spun around. One thing we saw yesterday was hard times on the exchanges and a few fumbles in there.
Skylar Edwards there, guys.
Yeah, Edwards on the carry right there. A little zone run right there. You know, had both running backs in the backfield, but he was able to Edwards was able to pick up 6 yards and a first down right there to move the ball to the 34-yard line.
34-yard line they go, back-to-back first downs. 1st and 10 from the 34. Moving deep in territory. Twins in the backfield with them this time. Spread formation. They like to spread them out and run. That seems to be what we've seen a lot of. Now back to pass. Going over the top himself, and that one too tall to call, out of the hands.
Intended for Lindsey Howard.
Again, they get back in that ace formation and a little play-action pass right there by the quarterback, and just out of the reach of the receiver there.
Take a look at it one more time, Coach, and you can see it here on the screen, how he just overshoots his intended receiver.
Coverage was by number 21 for the Knights, and we do not have his name, so I'll try to get that here in just a second.
Second down of the game for Team Demons. They stay at the 34-yard line. Connor Rushford, or correction, going to be a keeper to the near side, and good work by that undersized but quick defensive line.
Yeah, great job right there. Again, showed the speed sweep by Landry, and this time he ends up keeping it and picks up a few yards there, but it'll be 3rd and 6 here for the Demons.
Jackson Olivier on the tackle, Doug. 8-man football.
Played here for a state championship not long ago with Acadiana Christian School against JPG, the John Paul Great, the Academy, whatever it is. Yeah, the Guardians. They know who I mean. Back to pass one more time, going down the middle once again. A little too tall on that one.
Yeah, intended for Javen Christopher there.
And that's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go for it here. You've got to believe. And, Coach, yesterday we saw the kicks were not live. So on a punt, they were giving them 30 yards on the punt. There are no kickoffs and all of that. But here everything is live.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think they're using analytics down there for these games. So
they don't have a card?
That's right. So we're going for it. You can believe if they have an opportunity and on the plus side, they're going to go for it.
Absolutely.
Jaden Weaver in the backfield, guys, addition.
Each team does have a pretty solid kicker in this one, though. Snap is back, handoff up the middle, going to try to run for it, and they do get it right up the middle. good-looking run there on first down. We'll take another look at it quickly.
That was Edwards, guys.
Edwards will just go right off the right tackle, Coach.
Yeah, just, again, running that inside zone. I tell you, I went down before the game to look at the Demons. That offensive line is much bigger than your offensive line. I'm just saying. Those are some big guys up there. So, yeah, they're moving people around a little bit up there.
Back to action we go here. First down and 10. Amassing a lot of first downs on this drive, and that's just going to be a design quarterback keeper up the middle. And we've seen that a couple of times, Coach.
Yeah, Landry, the Erath quarterback, had such a great season in Double-A football, and they were ranked, if I want to say, number 2. So Landry's very experienced young man, and he's doing a great job. You can tell why Erath had so much success with him at the quarterback position. Of course, the Knights in this 4-3 defense, so they're going to try to find a way to blitz on the edges.
Second down and 6 as they get there, and we'll mention a part of that here in a minute. There's pressure up the middle, and that quick defense in there. Now, they don't allow blitzing out of here, and they don't allow some stunning. Nick, what's some of the rules that they have out here?
Yeah, Connor Hilaire there with the tackle. But, yes, they will allow a 5-man front, Coach. They have a 4 to 5-man front. No blitzes from the defense. You can only be in man or cover 3. You could be zone, cover 2 or cover 3, no man. And then also there's no twist by the defensive lineman.
Well, that's boring, but I'm just saying. Oh, gosh.
4 practices is all they had. Right up the middle he goes, and that's going to bang into the end zone. Touchdown there, and that will put
Zaylin Bennett.
That will put Zaylin Bennett in the end zone. Let's take a look at it real quick, that instant replay. And, just right up the middle, and that's where we've seen the size of the line. Well, that team Knight's going to have to recover from that first play interception.
Yeah, and again, this time they run a little inside counter where they're going to kick out the end, and great job right there by Bennett to get right behind that block. And the young man, he wasn't free all the way to the end zone, but he did put his head down and hit a couple people along the way. So great job right there by Bennett.
Isaac Hernandez with Connor Rashford holding.
Snap back, hold is good. Of course, no rush on there, and it just hammers that kick. Good looking kick out of that young man. So 7-0 early on in this one, and that's what you want. If you're going to defer, you want to get a stop, and you want to come out and do it. Now it's another exciting kickoff.
Yeah, again, this is probably I know these young men are having fun doing this, something they've never done before. So to have an opportunity to do something different, we'll see how this works throughout the day.
Look, don't be surprised if this doesn't make its way to every level of football. I really believe that you'll cut down on some of these injuries for sure. Second kickoff of the day getting set to get going. And Coach, they spent, out of their 4 practices that they had, they spent a lot of time on just this.
Yeah, again, when you're doing something you've never done before, it takes a little time, especially for them to understand the rules. They can't move until somebody catches the ball. And, of course, they are at the line. So if they make one step, they're going to be offside. So, yeah, they definitely something new for these guys, but a lot of fun here.
It is. Clock again continues to run. You see it on your Wallace High Associates scoreboard where they've stopped it between kicks, and that's something they didn't do yesterday. That kick is taken back at the 5-yard. It's going to go into the end zone and out of the back of it for a touchback.
Yeah, that was to Green, guys.
So Green unable to handle that one, and you like that. You get the attention of the scouts too, able to put the ball into the end zone.
Yeah, the young man's doing a great job. I was trying to see where it looks like he's from. Is it Weiss?
Yeah, Weiss looks like from Texas, yes. Weiss High School.
Pflugerville,
yep.
Texas.
Pflugerville,
okay.
Texas is where he's from.
Again, most people that are listening may not realize there's so many kids that's not just from Louisiana, they're from all over. I heard somebody saying earlier, some from Arizona. They've got them from all over the place, if I'm not correct.
One of the kickers from Tennessee. Now they'll get back in there, Mason Jordan and company. Landon Boston at running back, and he's going to go down quickly.
Yeah, brought down there, guys, by Kylie Collier.
Look, that's the thing. You come out in one of the top passers in the state. Well, it is Mason Jordan, and looking to get out there. Played for Montgomery. He's got his receiver, 6'6" Hayden Gainey, on the field with him. That's a good combination, but some ball hawking safeties. Snap is back now. Handoff does go to Boston off the left side. Boston looking to get in the clear. He's to the 40 now, 50 he goes. Going to be driven out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Let's take a look at it one more time on that one, Coach, and take us through it.
Well, they got into that 10 personnel, and all he did was get that outside zone, and he went on the outside, and the young man from Jonesboro Hodge turned on the speed there, right there at the end. And then, of course, number 21, it looked like Vince Delaney from Hammond was able to make that touchdown stop and tackle.
So much for that no tempo. That's going to be a keeper. Jordan's got it to the 30, now 25 before he is pushed out of bounds, and that's a big first down. And flag on the play.
First one of the day.
Illegal use of something on the Demons, and that's a touchdown. No, we can't make those up.
But you're able to see the speed of Boston and that Jonesboro Hodge running back. What a great job of just bouncing it outside and picking up those yards.
The hold is whistled there.
Guys, this is a college referee crew who's very familiar with these rules as far as the quarters and everything, like I said, with the exception of the kickoff.
But again, don't be surprised if it makes it into the colleges pretty soon. First down now and about 17. It was from the spot of the foul. Handoff is to Boston again, and he is taken down in the backfield. Big time work.
Aiden Self there, guys.
Self on the tackle. They tried to run a little GT counter and didn't account for Self on the backside, and he came straight down the line of scrimmage and tackled Boston for a loss of a couple yards. They were already behind the sticks, and now it looks like they're second and at least 20.
Also want to mention Terrence George for the Ultimate Apparel with the uniform donation.
Yes, he's been that way for throughout. He's been a great sponsor. Mason calls for it, back to pass now, looking down the field. He's going to go down the seam this time, and good defensive work.
Could have been a hold there, guys, but he let go last minute on the offensive lineman.
Looked like he was looking for Lipscomb out of Springfield over the middle, and unfortunately, looks like 24, Jaden Weaver.
Third down and 19 here for the Knights. Crowd coming to their, getting loud a little bit. Snap is back there. Jordan surveying things. He's got to step up in the pocket and does. Trying to send a man down the field. Got a man open. That is complete.
Number 12, Linscomb.
Yep, Linscomb. What a great job right there to break out of there. Jordan did a great job of moving his feet, getting outside the pocket, rolling to the right, and he finds Linscomb down the right sideline for a huge gain and a first down now.
You love the wherewithal to be there to just to direct traffic. He's going to keep it himself now, going off the right side. He's going to get to, lowers a shoulder down and puts it in, and that was a big collision.
Yeah, Jaden Christopher there, Coach.
I tell you what, Christopher, he tried to lower that shoulder, but Christopher wasn't going anywhere.
He was having none of it.
Man, what a collision right there at the 1 yard line. But again, second and goal from the one, and here we go, Knights.
Knights looking to pay off this pretty good drive. Snap is back, handoff goes up the middle. So does the inside of that defense. My goodness.
Yeah, big stop there, number 40, guys, who is the addition, Jeremiah Nelson.
Look at it again here, Coach, that these guys just come right up the middle on this play. We'll try to get to it. I think we will. And I mean,
it looked like they just missed the linebacker on that. All they did was run a simple zone, inside zone, and unfortunately Boston was there, left out to dry on that one.
Timeout is taken on the field. We'll keep it here. 3:09 remaining in the first period. It is third and goal And
Timeout, Demons.
quite a different
That is
thing.
their
But
first
tell me about the
timeout
quarterback
of the
play
first
of
half.
Mason Jordan. We saw him throw that first pick on the very first play, but since then his legs and his arm and his team directing has got him down the field.
He does a great job of using his feet to have that advantage at quarterback. You could see where he kept it a few times. Now they just ran a quarterback read for him to get down to the 1 yard line. Really thought he was going to get in, but that collision he had there. But he's got a great arm, and not sure exactly where the young man's going. Of course, I don't have any of that stuff in front of me, but he very versatile quarterback, and you can see why Montgomery had so much success this year with him at quarterback. He's not a little guy either. He's a big fella back there. And that makes a huge difference for him at 6'1", 180. You don't see many quarterbacks that big in 1A.
Third down and goal from the 3.
That was a timeout by the
Direct
Demons.
snap there, and it's going to get into the end zone. It looked like that was Aiden Tate.
It is Tate.
Yeah, so Tate took the direct snap. We'll take a look at it again here on the instant replay, and Tate is in there, and just give it to the Rebel and let him go.
Yeah, a little quarterback read there again, and it's more of a quarterback counter than it is a read.
Right.
He just gives the guard an opportunity to pull. They blocked down and kicked out the tackle, defensive tackle, and he got right in behind that guard there for the touchdown.
Kicker for the Knights, Nick.
Number 33 is Logan Blanchard.
Looking for the equalizer here with 2:40 and counting.
North Vermilion High School. And Doug, Aiden Tate was your number 1 pick in the
Was
first
my
round.
number 1 draft pick.
3rd overall.
That's correct.
Sorry about calling.
Snap is back. Again, no rush on it. Chip shot, field goal, extra point is up, and it's good. And we're knotted at 7. So 2 possessions for the Knights, 1 touchdown, 1 interception that led to the touchdown. And the ability to come back on a play like that. Nick, we had an opportunity to watch these guys practice the last couple of days, and it's difficult to get something going, but that looked like a lot of chemistry on that drive.
Yeah, it did. And, once again, we talked about going into this, and I'm sure Coach will back me up on this. The individual plays, that these young men can make will be the first part of this game. In that with the quarterback, running the ball like that, Coach, that he really took advantage of it.
He did, and both quarterbacks are tremendous athletes, and they've already shown that not only can they sit in that pocket and throw, but they can also run, and they've got a few designed plays for both of them, and you don't see that very often, and so when you have 2 really athletic quarterbacks out here, and they're not little guys either. I mean, they've got good height on them, and they're seeing the field really well. They've got great receivers to throw to, so again, the quarterback play is exceptional right now.
Back to receive, we have number 10, Jean-Luc Bendeley, and CO's on this left side.
I think they're supposed to be up to the 40. Oh, here we go, 50.
Yeah. They're moving
There we
up.
go.
See,
Yeah.
That's what you just got to get
The
everybody.
Knights.
They're
Yep.
They start 10 yards apart.
There were 20. That was going to be a collision.
First kickoff coming, and that's trying to get it into the landing zone, and it is there from the 20. One of the up backs gets it at the 30, and he is upended there at the 32-yard line.
I'll get that number for you guys.
That's a great coverage there. And that's kind of what you're used to seeing on in the NFL, where you're going to get maybe 10 yards at the most unless you can get behind that wall. But right there, great job by the by the Knights to cover right there on the kickoff.
Yeah, that was Elijah Banks on the return there, gentlemen.
Last time that team Demons had the ball, they went right down the field, capped it off with a touchdown. Again, we saw their size take over there at the end of it. Second series for the Demons here.
Troy Kennison Jr. in the backfield.
Gets it off to the left side, is being chased around, is going to pick up 5 before he's pushed out of bounds.
That's Weaver on the carry there.
Jaden Weaver, running back from General Trask. Again, they get in that ace formation where they got the 2 running backs on each side of the quarterback. So they're going to run a 2-by-1 with the receivers, but getting that ace formation, they're just trying to run that zone outside. It's simple to block, but they're just using their speed to get on the edge.
Second down and 7, I guess. Maybe a long 6, short 7 on there. And empty backfield this time. 5 receivers set, back to pass now. This is where he does his work, too, out into the flat. Good open field tackling. That's what you got to have.
Yeah, number 14 on the Knights there, J.B. Newsom, coach with the tackle.
Yeah, great job by Newsom, another General Trask player out of Lake Providence. But what a great throw right there by Landry. He surveyed the field, went to the second read, and then he was able to come all the way back across to Linscomb there. Christopher for the catch.
Big third down play here. Again, an empty backfield. Don't think he won't run with the football. We've seen that. Back to pass now. Pressure comes from the outside. He's going to step up, trying to go down the middle and behind the receiver. And look, the receiver has to turn around, but the DB that was coming to get it slipped down.
Yeah, I tell you right now, what an amazing throw by Landry. I mean, he scrambled and was able to step up into the pocket and then to see number 12 coming across the field. And he was in double cover. He had an opportunity to catch it right there. But again, Christopher was there, but just couldn't come down with the catch. Again, Christopher out of Patterson, Louisiana.
That will do it for the first period of play. You know who's working the hardest out there? Is those guys over there on the chain crew. They're up and down the field, and they're out here for both games on there. Nick, you got some insight on those guys, don't you?
First Quality Air, local company. James Lucas, who and his son played last year. James Lucas the fourth. James Lucas the third is the owner. James Lucas the fourth was a quarterback last year. Went on to Spring Hill in Kentucky to play. In Kansas to play ball after participating in this. And local company, and go out and support First Quality Air.
Yeah, Quality Air brought us some hats up here today too. So we appreciate that. But the time that we spent with them last year was great time. You get to meet. I think we probably meet and develop better relationships with the families and the parents than we do, because the kids, they're practicing and they're tired. But it was great to visit with them, especially with local folks.
And that's what's so beautiful about this, the setting of this. We're out here in central Louisiana where people want to take advantage of this, and the families are able to come. And, again, the crowd, we talked about the crowd. Not only is the middle field, but also to our right, the metal bleachers today are filled. So, yeah, it's a great showing today.
Big fourth down play coming up. Maybe trying to draw them off sides. Doesn't do it. Handoff goes up the middle. Going to string out, and he's going to get there. Yeah, it was just good blocking downfield, too, but at the point of attack as well.
Zaylen Bennett there, guys.
Yeah, Bennett on the carry right there, number 21 for is it 21? We don't have his name, though, for the Knights. Was able to push him out, but not until the first down.
I'm going to go get that right now,
Had a
guys.
chance at him in the bag for the drop. Would have been a stop, but it's just wanting it.
Yeah, and again, we talked about that. These guys love to bounce it outside, and that's what they've had success doing today so far.
Whistle blows there, and a timeout is taken at the 14-20 mark. Coach, your first look at it too, and let's discuss maybe a little bit about that running clock, because we've went through it for a quarter, and it's taken almost as much time as one that regularly would have taken. It didn't. It was still a lot of play. There were 3 possessions.
Well, and you think about it, we're used to 12 minutes. If we're doing high school, we're doing 12-minute quarters. Where here you're 15-minute quarters, but again, it does stop when you're kicking a field goal. So there are a couple of instances where it does stop. But again, we talked about this. When you look at the rosters of these two teams, 36 players, that's a lot of work for these young men. And again, on a short 4-day practice work week for them coming off the holidays, this is exactly what they want. And it's a time frame too. You want this to be fun, and that's what it is. Again, it's a showcase. And so you got to love it.
Look, you talk about a short week and turnaround time. The coaches came in on the 26th for the coaches meeting and coaches welcome dinner put on by the city of Pineville. So, yeah, it's been a quick turnaround. Back to pass now. Here comes pressure up the middle. Able to escape it going down the field. That one might get picked.
Wow, great job right there.
Playing some defense by the wide receiver.
And there's a PBU by number 21. We don't know who it is. There must have been a late jersey switch. They're working on that right now, guys, to figure that out for us.
But you'll see, watch the escapability of him here to come around. And, again, another opportunity for a sack.
Yeah, and the thing with Landry, they run that GT counter. That play action pass is you can tell it's his bread and butter. He wants to get outside. He wants to be able to survey the field. He wasn't moving forward when he threw it because he was trying to not get sacked. But, again, great job right there by Landry with his feet.
Jack Landry surveys things. 2nd down and 10 from just inside the 50 to the 49. Handoff's going to go right up the middle. Good work. Oh, big time hit.
Yeah, it's 52 there, guys, for the Demons. And
that's Sabil from Cecilia.
Well, they switched.
They switched
it looked
them.
like that's
Jackson.
Jaron Jackson
Yep.
out of DeRitter. And we saw Coach Morris and a couple of the other guys very high on the DeRitter young men.
Yeah, big fella right there from DeRitter, and great job right there, Jackson. You got to think of a 6'2", 240-pound defensive tackle. So he's a load to block there.
3rd down and 8. Landry back to pass once again. Dumps this one off into the flat again, having to make a tackle, and they come up and they do. And that's what you got to do, just tackle.
Yeah, and these guys are coming downhill. You got to believe these secondary guys. Of course, when you're playing that zone, it's easier for you to come downhill instead of playing man-to-man. So you've got these free safeties and strong safeties. They're coming downhill full speed. And so when you're dumping the ball in the flats like that, it's tough to turn your shoulders and get up the field.
yeah, Hilaire and Broussard on the tackles there, guys.
Sounds like you're calling a Tigers game there with Hilaire and Broussard and that.
Well, I got to do Monday Night Football last night, so that's another dream to do a Tigers game.
There you have it. 4th down, 4th down of this drive and of the game. Landry, they're going to try to get it on the ground once again. Near shoestring tackle, but there's the defense to close things up, and that was made by number 20.
Yeah, 20, William Vonje.
William Laverne able to jump in there, the young man out of Karen Crow. And if you'll notice something when we drafted, we loaded up with some Cecilia and those Karen Crow guys, and boy, it's rich area down there. Let's take a look at that one more time on our instant replay, Coach.
Yeah, again, they went back to that outside zone, and this time Laverne just came and set the edge and almost made the play, even though he was being blocked very well. But again, you got those outside backers coming downhill, so he couldn't get to the edge. So great job by Laverne from Karen Crow there.
Now Mason Jordan and company, their 3rd possession, 1 turnover, 1 touchdown. This time they're going left to right. Snap is back. Handoff is going to go up the middle. New running back in
Eric
there.
Williams the 2nd, guys.
Eric Williams the 2nd is there, and he is the running back. Eric Williams is out of Prairieville, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, great job by Williams. Again, they're going to stick with this zone right here, and they're going tempo. So here we go.
Snap is back there. Jordan surveying this one, goes down the middle, and the receiver bumped off the route, and that's going to be a pass interference call that comes in. We'll see the end of it. You'll watch it again as Nick keeps us up on who was
Francisco was probably who the PI is, number 11 from the Demons.
Yeah, on that the concept was an all slant pattern by all 4 receivers. So again, a little play action pass, and it was able to get Jordan into his drop back, and then he was able to survey it. And it's tough. What they're doing is they're taking advantage of that 3 deep, and they're running those slants like that. So they're going to get underneath the defender. So again, the outside cornerback there got there a little too early, and that's why they got the PI on the play.
I don't know that we've really seen a team go tempo in this game in the years
I was just about to say it's got to be a Doug Gann team.
I just call them like I see them. Jordan back to pass. He's got a man down the sideline, wide open to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Yeah, number 16 there, Zachary Green, guys.
Zachary Green.
Watch it again here on your 446 Sports replay, and there is going to be a roughing the passer, it looks like. Touchdown will be good.
Great job right there, dropping back, and just he just got behind that defender, and what a great throw and catch right there. Landry to Jordan to who was the receiver?
Number 16 is Zachary Green. Yeah,
Zachary Green out of Peabody.
Look, First thing we do is go get local guys in this, and let Sinlaw shine. Who's back-to-back junior high champions, Nick?
Sinlaw.
Sinlaw is. So,
they call them Central. We call them Sinlaw.
yeah, but they had players from Central playing from the South, so it was difficult.
Yeah, Zachary Green, a 6 foot, 185-pound receiver out of Peabody, and that young man had a phenomenal year for the War Horses over at Peabody.
Blanchard there with extra point, guys.
Let's take a look at that touchdown one more time on that instant replay brought to you by 446 Sports. And, Coach, take us through it again. Watch the end of the play, though. You'll see the roughing the passer towards the tail end of it.
Yeah, Jordan never got out. He knew he was going to take the hit, but, man, Green was just – I don't know if he made a double move immediately off the play, but he just got behind the young man. And, again, you saw Green do that all year long against several teams that they played against. So what a great job right there.
Peabody out of that district that had Grant in it, had Tioga in it, had Franklin Parish in it. So the opportunity to get there and play in games that you got to see a few times.
Yeah, and just being familiar with Green and how well he did all season against everybody. Again, it's just phenomenal to see the local connection. You got Montgomery hooking up with Peabody. So, again, that's what you got to love about this format, and you got to love about all of this. So they're trying to figure out the yardage here on there was a rough in the passer.
Yeah. And, guys, whenever you talk about, they're right there at the LC logo, Louisiana Christian University head coach Ben McLaughlin. I want to thank him for everything he's done for us this week.
Definitely. Got him on the mic in the first half of the first game yesterday. And, it was great for those guys to take time out of it because it is busy recruiting going on right now.
Yeah, some of his coaching staff is down around the 10-yard line.
That one will get into the end zone and bounce back there for a touchback.
See, sitting there is Coach Dawson down in the end zone as well. He was on the 7-on-7. We have another flag on the play, guys.
Yep, we see Coach Morris is down there. Coach Pardon is down there. So, these coaches are starting to make it out in these games.
Yeah, Byron Dawson, who was one of Marcus's
spoke with the 7-on-7.
Yeah, spoke on 7-on-7. And you all, if you're listening to us, you have a chance to go back on Gridiron YouTube Gridiron YouTube channel and watch the 7-on-7. 7 speakers for 7 minutes, and they really talk gave a lot of good information to these young men.
So now they're backing. Did you have the offsides? They're backing it up 5 yards, so it'll be offsides, and they'll kick this one over. And, Coach, you talked about that. If they make a step up, they're offsides.
Yeah, because they're right at the line of scrimmage, which is odd. Normally, there's a little bit of boundary on that. When you're talking about Friday nights, they don't want you right on the line, so you're normally at least a yard back. But here, again, they're trying to figure this out.
Yeah, and now you've just got 5 yards between the two teams.
John Luke Pendilli.
A little punch kick over to the up back. He gets
Weaver,
it at the
guys.
5. Weaver's got it now to the 15, 20, looking for the angle. Ooh. And there's going to be a block in the back, it looks like. So that one will come back. It looks like it was thrown around the 20. So the Demons may be starting from the 10 in this one.
Yeah, they're going to have a block in the back right there on that. And, unfortunate. That's what's unfortunate about this. If you don't get what you need, you're going to be backed up pretty deep if you don't get a good return on these types of kickoffs.
Coach, I'm taking a look down at that offensive line, and look at those guys down there. Big number 78 is there, Caden Stearns, 6 feet, 335 out of Jules Sumner. 73 is another big one. And take us through some of those guys, Nick, that's on the line.
Yeah, 71 there is big Ashton Broussard, 6'2", 275. 75, Andre Campbell, 6'2", 290. 78 is Caden Stearns, 6 foot, 335. And we'll get to the other ones here in just a second.
We'll get back to that, but I want to mention something about that as we get down after this play.
Number 1, Haven Keller.
Back to pass now once again. That one, good timing on that play to get there at the point of attack. But you look down there at the bottom, and I'm noticing some things. So Ashton Broussard out of Jules Sumner, 6'2", 275. Caden Stearns out of Jules Sumner, 6 feet, 335. Big tight end Eli Nealand, 6'3", 190. You think they were able to run the ball this year?
Yeah. And then number 55, Grayson Gorham, 6'2", 290, 58.
Oh,
Vaughn
yeah,
Blanchard,
pardon me.
6'4", 310. So that was a good pass block up there, Coach, by Dean Onkelade from
South
South
Blackman.
Blackman.
Yeah. And great job. I was looking at the new quarterback that's come in, Hayden Keller out of Patterson, 6'1", 185. Got to see him play against Marksville.
Good spin move there. Going to get to the 18-yard line as Haven Keller keeps it himself.
Ty Curtis with the tackle there, guys.
Ty Curtis out of Buckeye. Ty Curtis was the National Player of the Year for Gridiron Football, or of the week for Gridiron Football, one of their weeks.
Sure was.
Coach, you mentioned Marksville.
Yep.
Your son was coaches there?
Yes, he does. He does coach there, and they that's why I was watching Keller. I was wondering if he was going to come in or win. They played against Marksville at Marksville, and Marksville was able to beat them. But Keller, a great athlete, and did a great job for Patterson.
Keller's going to come to the near side with it. Needs to tuck that ball away and does. He's brought down at the 22-yard line. Will be just a little short of the first down. But
nice little hand pump there by William Laverne. That's a Doug Gann type move.
Look, I'm telling you, we spent a lot of time with these guys from the draft to the practices, the film rooms, and I know that one of our competing GMs is down there scouting a little bit, the defending champion Marcus Randall, and he needs to be getting a good idea of how to put a team together.
Well, I got to laugh because I'm looking at all the roster changes when we got up here, and you're the only one that didn't do any roster shifting, Nick, so I'm not sure who's got the advantage.
Look at my fantasy football, too. We don't make trades. I don't like that. Run with what you brung.
I'm trying to get you the return. It looks like number 10.
I think we got too many people, so they just blew
or
the
a
whistle.
delay, too,
delay.
because they're looking right at the 0 on the play clock.
No, they got 11.
Jaden Henderson is your returner, guys, and then the one right in front of him is going to be number 20, William Laverne from Karen Crow.
I was talking about Keller and the Patterson team. A new coach, familiar name, just went to Patterson, Andy Boone. So,
oh, yeah.
Be interesting to see what Coach Boone does over there in Patterson.
Run the ball.
Well, besides run the ball and not kick off
kick it. That's
and
right.
not punt.
That's right.
But, yeah. It'll be interesting to see the turnaround.
The punt is live, but that's going to check up at the 35 and be scooped up there. Look at that. Johnny on the spot, down the sideline, spinning around, and we teach him to play to the echo of the whistle.
Jaden Henderson there, guys.
Everybody's getting out of the way on that.
Jaden Henderson out of Halesville, Texas, on the return right there. 6 foot, 170-pound defensive back.
So everybody, the punt's live. When he kicks it away, everybody just kind of hanging. But you notice nobody along the lines move. So that's a tremendous opportunity to come up, pick it up and go.
So that's one of those team meetings where half were not listening and one was listening.
And it was Jaden that was listening on that one. Now deep in plus territory here for the Knights. Jordan back to pass. He's trying to go for it all. He's going to big Hayden Gainey at 6'6", and why not?
I've been waiting for that connection to come about, and sure enough, it didn't look like Gainey even needed to jump, but he should have jumped because the young man on the Demon side, he went up and knocked it out of his hands.
Yeah, that's number 20, Xavier Lede.
That's just a long fade route to throw it from the left hash to the back corner.
Yeah. And that's Lede out of Catholic High School, so you can believe he's been taught to go to high point those balls.
Snap is back this time. Handoff up the middle. Kicking off to the right side is Aiden Tate.
Yeah, brought down by number 30, guys. Gabriel Johnson from East Iberville.
Tate with a touchdown on the game. Go ahead.
Yeah, the thing about Tate you got to love, he's got one motor, and it's all go.
Yeah, full speed ahead. All gas, no brakes. Third down and goal. Trying to pay this big punt return off. Jordan is going to roll out to the right, looking in the back of the end zone, trying to Tebow that thing up, and looking for Gainey again.
Coach Cleveland from DB's coach. It was one of the speakers, 7-on-7 for the Demons. Excited the defensive back play by his team.
Well, you can see with those young men that are the DBs that they have on the Demon side. Those guys can get out there and play and get after it.
They do, and they weren't concerned. Boy, you hate to see a big punt return like that end without getting into the end zone. But on for the field goal try is number.
That's
Looks
Blanchard.
like
Logan
Blanchard,
yes.
North Vermilion Patriots.
Got a couple of guys in this one. Snap is back, kick is up, and that's why we went and got him as a kicker. That field goal is good. And 17-7 now, the lead here with in the second quarter nearing halftime. And don't forget, as we get to the 2 minutes to go, they'll start stopping the clock and doing it regularly.
Yeah, Coach, I was going to tell you that before we started. I know we got a little sidetracked, but don't worry, this game, you usually have some time in between plays and then Doug Gann, his team decides to run the hurry up. That's the first time.
And it's never been ran before.
That's what I was wondering. I mean, I know the clock's running, but, I mean, we are really – how many plays are we trying to get in here in the first half of this game?
You got to remember, we went for a team that's going to go tempo, and they got to wear out these bigger guys.
Yeah.
So timeout on the field. Well, what great field position was set up, and it adds to the field goal, 17-7 in this one. Remember, the Demons will get the ball to start the second half as they deferred. They're going to try to go down there and punch this thing in and get it back to a one-score lead.
Yeah, and, that's the neat thing about this. When you watch all these showcase and all-star games, you're right, Nick, you said it earlier. Defense is going to be much more ahead of the offense. But, boy, when you've got quarterbacks like this out here, they make it a lot of fun to you got a lot of movement, a lot of balls going deep down the field. So, yeah, you've got great defenses and great guys in the secondary. But, man, these offensive quarterbacks they're just lighting it up and dropping them in.
Number 33, Logan.
Yeah, it's exciting for Mr. Gann for sure.
Blanchard able to get out there, and he puts this one into the landing zone again. The run is taken. A little bit of a hold here on the side, and it's going to come in. And again, and you see the tackle is what it resulted in.
Elijah Banks on the return there, guys.
Yeah, great job right there. You see number 11, Francisco, and number 12, Limpscomb from Springfield. They keep locking up on the kickoff every time. Limpscomb's on the outside, and Francisco's just saying, man, will you quit running it to my side?
That's right.
I'm not used to blocking.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty good tackle, though, that he had.
Yeah. You got to realize Francisco's a linebacker from St. Martinville. He's not a wideout.
That's right.
He's not an offensive guy, so quit running to his side is what he's telling them.
4:09 remains in the first half of play, and don't forget, coming up at halftime, it's going to be halftime. 4:09 to go here.
And it looks like Keller's back into the game for the Demons, but a timeout's been called.
Let's see if they're just getting things. They may be reminding themselves about it a little bit, too. Oh, that's right. He got the whistle from up here in the press box and, hey, move it back a yard. First down and 10 now from the 9-yard line is where it goes.
You got Bennett and Edwards in the backfield with him.
Snap is back there. Handoff is going to go right up the middle. And, well, that's one thing we've seen early on when you get that blocking is a chance to break a big one.
That was Bennett, guys.
Yeah, Bennett doing a great job today running that ball. And you could tell Hammond with such a successful season as well, but Bennett definitely was the workhorse for them.
Quarterback change, you guys. Landry back in.
ERAS Jack Landry back into the game. Boy, what a season those guys had. Snap is back to Landry. Landry, 3-step drop. He's getting pressured right up the middle. Escapes it once again, rolling to the side, and is just going to get out of bounds and save himself.
Okay, guys, that's where number 13. You see how he has his hands up for the Knights. He was told that he can't take the quarterback down.
That's right.
So he puts his arm around him and he stops. Okay, I bet you next time.
They're calling the sack.
Okay,
is what they did, and they've put it back.
Okay, because they say next time he brings him down.
Okay.
Sorry, Coach, I meant to mention that one.
I was wondering. I was like, why did he stop?
Yes,
he just stopped on him.
Sorry, Coach.
Okay.
Hey, by the time we get to the second game, we'll have all the rules to you.
So
names and rules will be done.
3rd down and 9. Give that officially a sack. Snap is back there. Landry's got it. Going over the middle.
Ooh.
That one is picked off. And it's college rules, so you got to stay. There's no advancing on that.
Yeah, that was number 14, J.B. Newsom.
Newsom out of General Trask once again, and this is again another huge turnover for the Knights as 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Another opportunity to score.
Yeah, actually have him listed as a wide receiver, but with the lack of numbers, playing DB, which probably some of these guys, Coach, have done that growing up. They've played both of them.
Sure, absolutely they have. And the thing about it is they've probably played multiple positions for most of them, but when you think about what they've done, which side of the ball they've really focused on, you can tell the difference sometimes. You really can.
They were down here a little bit earlier. Now they bring in stacked receivers. You're going to get substitution. But look at the cornerback on the far side come up. So they've marked the opportunity for a substitution. Officials' arms are out like that today. Offense substituted, so defense gets to, and they'll hold things up and won't let them snap it and mix things up. Snap is back now. They've got a little slant over the middle, complete. Down to the 5-yard line they go.
That's number 4, Kalen Clark.
Kalen Clark out of Arcadia, Louisiana, 6'2", 200-pound receiver, and first time we've called that young man's name today. But man, what a burst of speed there on that quick slant. They're running that little stack out there.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Play action now, going over the middle. That slant knocked away. Tremendous defense.
Great throw right there by Jordan, and looked like he hit Gain right in the stomach. But again, good coverage right there on the play by the Demons.
Kyle Collier.
2-minute warning is here, and so we'll get through that and get back to your point. You talk about it hitting Gainey in the stomach. That's the hands to most people because he's at 6'6". That's up there. But we take our very first real pause of the game on there, Coach, and defense has taken the punt return, but you got to finish it here.
Yeah, the thing with the Knights that we've seen, they're able to move the ball down the field really well. But again, the Demons' defense, their front is very, very good, and you've seen that. So again, if the Knights can just continue to just work that ball down and dump it out there, you can tell they've got playmakers out there at receiver.
Nick, the difference between this game and last year's game even, we noticed it early when they came in. A lot of bigger guys out here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like it. And another thing, too, Doug, maybe they're onto something with the 4 teams, means each quarterback and each running back and receiver gets more reps.
Yeah.
So it's been a cleaner game, definitely across the board on offense.
Make sure to tell your friends.
Where last year they had 10 receivers, 12 receivers on each team trying to get some chemistry.
A lot of rhythm.
That's right.
Second down and goal. Second goal to go situation for Team Knights. Snap is back to Jordan. Handoff's going to go up the middle now. He tries to kick it to the outside and dropped in the backfield, going to set up another big 3rd down.
Collier there.
Yeah, Boston again. They were trying to get Boston out there on that outside edge, and what a great job by Collier there to make the tackle. Looks like Boston's a little shaken up as he goes off. Again, when you're playing these kind of games, you don't really hope not to get anybody hurt in these games. But again, you got 3rd and goal here for the Knights.
3rd and goal now. Second, again, we told you goal-to-go situation. That's Aiden Tate on the direct snap. He's trying to get to the corner. Oh, and he just gets leveled out there. Wow.
Let me see. That's number 11. That's the one. That's Kyrie Francisco.
Let's look at it again right here. Tate again. And Francisco just comes up and lays the wood to Aiden Tate. And you think at that point, when Tate's to the corner, he's in the end zone.
Yeah, but Francisco, that's what he's been waiting to do all day.
Absolutely.
He's been waiting to decleat somebody coming off that edge right there, and he just did.
Not kickoff.
Yeah, he's not the kickoff. That's what I'm telling you. Don't run his way. That's what he's saying. But right there, Francisco showed the speed that he showed all his whole career at St. Martinville. What a great job right there. Tate probably never saw him the way he left his feet, but Tate's been hit like that too, being in that 5A,
Yeah,
2-5A
is a tough place to be.
Yeah, so he bounced right up. He's familiar with getting hit like that.
Well, Coach, explain that also, which you're talking about Francisco, okay? That's why usually on your kickoff returns, you usually see offensive guys, blocking, not usually linebackers or DBs, correct? That's what you said earlier?
Yeah, because, if you're solely a DB guy, you're not working on any blocking drills. You're working going downhill all the time. You're doing a lot of bag drills. You're doing a lot of cone drills for all of these guys. But you can tell Francisco, the thing about it, you think about he's 6'2", 205 pounds.
Yeah, he is.
That's a big man. And receivers, they're going to be a little bit quicker. Yeah, he's definitely not a receiver.
They're going to go for it here.
4th down goal.
And the timeout is called by the Knights. The Knights get a timeout there.
So, guys, we have an update on number 21 from the Knights. It's actually he was number 28. Demarion Berry is actually just number 21 now. He just had a number change. So 28 from the Knights is now number 21.
Out of general trash.
Yes, and he's had multiple. We want to make sure that we mention him, Demarion Berry, because he's had multiple plays throughout this game.
They will name an offensive and defensive MVP of the team when your team is over. So the team that loses this game will be awarded there. So we keep an eye out on offensive and defensive MVPs for the Knights and for the Demons, the Lions and Tigers. And you're seeing some of the Lions and Tigers players get up from here and go start to get loose as halftime is looming.
It's almost like basketball games where the opposite team will go in a tournament. They'll go warm up, or the boys will go warm up while the girls are at halftime. But these guys are a little bit different warm up here.
4th down and goal. Tate is in there looking for the direct snap. He's got it. He's going to run off left tackle, and into the end zone goes Aiden Tate. What draft pick was he, Nick?
He was your number 1 pick, third overall.
Yeah, that's a great job. I'm watching Coach Blankenship over there. He is fired up. He's flexing over here back to the sideline. But Aiden took the ball right up the middle. Again, with Aiden, you're going to get all gas. I'm telling you, the man, have an opportunity to be at Pineville one year and be there his junior year. He showed how determined he was as a running back. And I'm not sure if he's committed completely. I know he's had a couple offers, but what a great job. And what I love about it is it's no secret. They were at the 3-yard line. He's not throwing the ball. He's going to run the ball. He's either running it right at you or he's trying to bounce it. And right there, he just showed how powerful he is. He's Aiden. You can think about Aiden Tate. Aiden Tate is 6. He's 5'11", 205. I thought he was a little bit taller than that, but 205. So, and he's a powerful young man, strong young man from Pineville.
Second touchdown of the afternoon for the Pineville High School product, Aiden Tate. Saw him go for 5 touchdowns in a game, I think, last year?
Last year against Tioga.
There you go.
Yeah.
Big win for the Rebels
it was
2
huge.
seasons ago.
And over 300 yards rushing. I mean, he put on a showcase himself that night.
Well, he's doing a little bit more of it today. And as a quarterback that's throwing the ball around, you love having the confidence in a running back like that.
Yeah, you do. And to bring him in, and again, it's no secret, Jordan comes out the game, they're going to run the ball. So they're saying, hey, Coach Blankenship's keeping it simple.
And that's no tush-push, 4th and goal from the 1. Off to the near side he goes, trying to break through, stutter-stepping there.
Zaylin Bennett, guys.
Going to be ridden down out of bounds and setting up Team Demons in real good field position. There's a flag that rests at the 48-yard line.
Now it looks like the Knights have a number 27, Alonzo Joseph. Young man's name we haven't called so far today.
Yeah, he's from Peabody. He was an add-on.
Oh, that's the add-on. That's correct.
So they picked the flag up. It may have just been dropped. But tempo now from Jack Landry and this Team Demons team trying to get something going. Down 24-7. Back to pass is Landry. He's been pressured on the backside and brought down for a sack.
Told you they weren't going to let go this time. That's number 9, Amarion Willis.
Yeah, great job right there. They didn't want to hurt him. They were trying to wrap him up. So again, you're talking about some big guys that aren't used to arm tackling. So they're used to lowering their shoulder in that pad. So they were able to wrap him up there.
And you got to remember, each of these teams have just the one quarterback. So there may be one team that's got a couple. Snap is back there. Jack Landry. This is one of those teams that has it. Steps up in the pocket. Going to try to sidestep it. Gets around the corner and will be out of bounds with 7.2 to go.
Yeah, forced out of there by Ty Curtis, Coach.
Yeah, now that I'm sitting here and I'm watching Landry run, I go back to thinking Jordan at the 1 yard line earlier when he lowered his shoulder, he wouldn't get no protection. I think he missed that meeting too of state, go down, dude.
Yeah, that was, they were texting or talking back home or something.
You can tell these guys don't wear the gold jersey during the week.
No, none of them.
3rd down and 11 may be the final play of the game of the first half. Back to pass is Landry. He's going down the seam, got a man in and out of the hands and incomplete, so they'll have one more shot at it.
Oh, Doug, what's your boys going to do? They may have a punt return here.
Oh, you absolutely do after the other one. I don't think you do.
Nah.
You take a shot and you go down, you throw it as far as you can.
Take the time, huh?
This is one of those plays Landry just drew up in the turf and said, hey, go.
And
Just give
tell
me
the
some
offensive
protection.
line, yes, give me some time,
Yeah.
boys.
Landry's got 8 wideouts here. Back to pass now. Pressure coming from the corners. Down the seam he goes. That one is complete. Got to get him on the ground, and they do. And time will expire in the first half. That is going to do it for the first half of the play. When we come back out of the half, Team Demons will have the ball.
Uh-oh, he's the referee is
And your score.
he was looking over here and waving something, but I guess they are going to be done.
They were waving up to me and asking if everything was good. I was like, yes, sir.
Mercy rule.
Good first half.
Eli Nealon was the tight end that received the last pass there, Doug.
Another young man from Jewel Sumner.
15-minute half. We'll step away and let you watch the sights and sounds of it on 446 Sports, broadcasting to the Gridiron Football YouTube page around the world. We'll be back.
Okay, it's just a treehouse. Mike, are you okay? No, I'm terrified of used car shopping and I cannot afford to overpay. Buddy, I'm always here to help. Show me, Carfax. Almost half of all used cars have been in an accident. Half. Carfax can show how damage impacts price, so you don't have to overpay. House.
I built this tree house. This is my tree house.
Always look for me and shop millions of great deals at Carfax.com.
Uniswap Labs is built for DeFi because Uniswap Labs built DeFi. We've been creating powerful tools to make crypto easier and safer since 2018. And it's more than just smooth trading across 15 chains and counting. It's some of the deepest liquidity in crypto. It's a seamless app experience for everything you do on chain. Discover new tokens, research confidently, swap instantly, manage it all securely in one place. Experience how well crypto works when it's built by the pioneers of DeFi.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I fit it up. I'm in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the mug. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Back to work we go here in the second half. And, Aiden Tate in that first half, Coach, impressive.
He was. 2 opportunities down on the goal line, was able to punch it in and give that add to that 24-7 lead by the Knights as they'll kick off to start the second half to the Demons. The thing about the Demons and Jack Landry, I was looking back at Landry, very impressive on the season. We'll talk about him here shortly.
Bounces there at the 15-yard line, coming all the way across the field. That's
Weaver.
knocker that was there. Good-looking block.
That was Weaver on the return, guys.
Weaver brings that to the side, but he got sprung on the near side.
Yeah, great job right there. I don't know. I want to say that was Francisco. He finally got his block in, y'all. I'm telling
you. Look, you see.
Him and Laverne are talking.
They've been at it the entire day.
Yeah, so he got Laverne back again. You got to love that, man. These guys, they know what it's all about.
That is new quarterback that's in there. Is that Keller?
That's Keller, yeah.
Keller
found
back in.
his way back there at quarterback. Calls for it. Inside handoff comes to the near side.
It's Bennett.
Bennett down to the 43.
Great job by Bennett. Hilaire on the tackle from Cecilia, 6'2", 205-pound defensive lineman there for Cecilia. Cecilia got a couple of guys here playing today for the Knights.
Yep, former state champions, and that's we had that in mind. We talked about that a lot during the draft. Second down and 3 now here out near the 44-yard line. Bennett thinks going to get it once again off to the right side, makes a good move, and gets a Demons first down.
2 Cecilia right there.
Yeah, great job right there by Bennett. Again, they're running that inside zone, the Demons are, and able to pick up big yardage there to start the second half.
Hilaire and Jones from Cecilia, Coach, on tackle.
Yeah, they were juniors when they won the state championship.
Correct.
So, that just shows you how deep that lineup was and that roster was for Cecilia in 25.
Yeah, the young man that caught the game-winning touchdown in the state championship for them played in this game. Ellis played in that game last year and caught the game winner in this game as well last year. So how about that? Did the same backflip, too.
Bennett and Ty Curtis on the tackles there.
Well, Ty Curtis has been impressive all week long, too, all season long.
Yeah, Curtis had a phenomenal season at Buckeye for the Panthers there. And think about a linebacker. He was a workhorse for that Buckeye team.
He was. Injuries really hurt them this season. More delayed inside handoff, and there's a quick tackle.
I think it's just a broken record, guys.
Yeah,
that's Curtis and
Jones again.
And Jones again, yeah.
In that game that he was the National Player of the Week, had 27 tackles that week?
Wow.
And I want to say, was it not against Montgomery? Or was it against, it wasn't Montgomery. I'm trying to think. It just came to my mind and then I lost it. But, yeah, phenomenal game Curtis had.
Third down and 5. They go the other way with it, just waiting on it right there. My goodness.
Yeah, that's Laverne from Karen Crow, Coach.
Yeah, Laverne from Karen Crow has been playing phenomenal. 6 foot, 195 pounds.
All they do is flip it.
They just flipped it, and what happened was nobody blocked Laverne. I mean, they just left him unblocked. He saw the speed motion coming his way, and, man, what a phenomenal job. You got to think about, when you look at Laverne, he's 5'11", 190. I mean, I'm sorry, look, he's 6 foot, 195. You got to realize in 5A football, you got guys weighing 215 to 230. So the little guy there, when you're talking about Friday nights in that 5A ball.
Keller now back to pass on fourth down. He's going to step up in the pocket, in and out of the hands, too. I don't think that the receiver thought it was coming to him. It was looking towards inside, and they're holding people off the field just a moment.
Lindsey Howard there, and he was kind of shielded by number 12.
Flag on the
Jaden
far
Christopher.
side.
Yeah, they crossed, and I think Howard thought the ball was going to Christopher, Coach.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's Howard out of, again, another Patterson. Howard and Christopher, Javion Christopher, they were both in the same area at the same time. So, again, one thought the other one was catching, but a flag against the Knights, and replay this down, 4th and 4 now. for the Demons.
Well, what a
Doug,
what a
I'm
big
just
difference.
speculating.
Yes.
I'm just speculating.
Yes,
but
tell
Coach
me.
Collins called up here and needed Marcus Randall on the sideline at halftime. I'm just
See,
speculating, Coach.
That's
GM,
wow,
I'm just speculating.
He went and he scouted during the game and got him down on the sidelines. All is fair in love and gridiron football. 4th down and 4 they go. Handoff goes up the middle. So does that penetration. Ball's on the ground. It's scooped. Down. Still trying to get out of it.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Jones from Cecilia, but the big hit was by number 1,
You'll
Dean
see,
Elegant.
you'll see it here on the screen. It said offsides be darned.
I'm gonna tell you, that's some old football. That's that power eye football that they thought they were just gonna run up the middle against the Knights there, and we keep talking about those guys, but when you look at that front line that they've got, those D-line guys, you got a guy from DeRitter, just happens to be Jackson. I mean, you've got some big old boys on that defensive line. And I say boys, I mean men. You got Willis from DeRitter. So you've got 2 young men from DeRitter that are both on that D-line along with the 2 Cecilia guys.
Look, some Nick Magnano football there. Just
That's what I'm talking about.
load in and go. Jordan back in there. Mason Jordan, the Montgomery product, calls for the ball. Toss comes to the near side, bobbled around and lost. And it's going to go back over now to the Demons.
Wow.
Looks like 78 with the recovery.
Just
Caden Stearns.
an errant toss there, and we'll see that one again too. And it was just on the toss.
Just
is
something
where it
that
came
you,
in.
just something that they're not used to doing. And again, it was a little high toss. I don't think he was ready for it. But again, like you said, 4 days of preparation and not being able to work some of those plays. But
I was going to ask you that, Coach, to see if his usual quarterback might toss that in a different position.
yeah, they're going to toss it a little bit lower. That was up, into his face mask. Of course, that's where it bounced off of. So we'll see.
Handoff now comes to the left side, trying for the stiff arm, but good defensive play there.
Yeah, Edwards on the carry there, Coach, and Caleb Broussard with the tackle.
Caleb Broussard from Acadiana Christian out of New Iberia right there on the solo tackle. What a great job right there of holding his ground, not letting that guy get outside of him.
Yep, 8-man football he's used to playing, and they will be trying to play with LHSAA
And
soon.
used to tackling the run. That they can do. Pickup of 6 there. 2nd down and 4. Back to pass now is Landry. He's rolling to the far side, going to dump it off. It is complete to the little check down receiver, and a big 1st down out to near midfield.
Skylar Edwards.
Yeah, we were talking about Landry earlier, 6'3", 205-pound senior. He threw for over 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions on the entire season. Here's a crazy stat. He only had 3 rushes for 1 touchdown. He's rushed more today than he did all year long for ERAS. So that just goes to show you. But when you look at who he had in the backfield with him, Aiden Bork, who's actually not here, Aiden Bork rushed for over 1,000 yards. So, again, when you start looking at what these young men are trying to showcase today, they're trying to show how much of an athlete they really are.
Motion goes to the far side. Handoff comes this way, right up the middle now, hanging on, trying to stop that, but able to continue. And it's hard as a defensive lineman to grab the shirt and hang on for a speedy running back.
Jackson Olivia on a tackle there, Coach.
Yeah, and I'm talking about when you think about Landry, he's played Class 3A ball. We're going to call it Class 3. I'm old school. I'm not doing the division stuff.
We get it.
But you got Class 1A all the way to 5A out here playing, so you've got guys different sides. They're not used to playing with some of these guys with this kind of speed. So, again, they're definitely showcasing their skills.
Landry now back to pass. Little pump fake and going down the middle, too tall to call, even over. Pretty tall receiver that's out there.
That's Eli Newland, the 6'3", 190-pound tight end from Jewel Sumner. Again, Jewel Sumner actually got beat by Erath in the playoffs. So again, now they're on the same team. But you think about how Jewel Sumner had a phenomenal year. What a great showcase of guys they have out here today.
Look, there's some good football, every classification, every division. 2nd down and 10 following that incompletion. They'll go other side of it. And what it looks like they've been doing, Coach Nick, as well, they bring motion one way and hand off the other way, trying to just get a little misdirection.
Troy Kennerson Jr. there, Coach.
Yeah. Well, what they're trying to do, they're trying to get those linebackers to move those eyes. So they're moving the eyes of the linebackers. And so instead, because there's no reads for the linebackers since they're running all zone, not a lot of pulling. So they're just trying to, it's a lot of eye candy is what the word they like to use for this.
Halfway home in the third, it's 24-7. Knights lead this one, 6:42. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard there. Snap is back. Just a straight left tackle run.
Great GT call right there by Coach Collins from Green Oaks. That Demons coach, guard and tackle pull right there. They blocked back away, and what a great run right there.
Skylar Edwards, Coach.
By Skylar Edwards.
Seemed to have called his name a good bit the last couple of times. I see Connor Rushford come in with the play, and now he'll slip off to wide receiver.
Edwards, a state champion out of St. Charles Catholic High School out of Laplace.
What a game that was, huh?
Wow.
Handoff there. Left tackle once again. Face mask spun around, maybe.
No call.
Down inside the 10 to the 8, and a little more power football out of this one this time.
Yeah, they're getting to their bread and butter. Again, we talked about how big that offensive line was and the guys that they have up front. So they're getting behind and taking advantage of that offensive line. But that St. Charles game in the state championship, the way they finished that and the way they won that was unbelievable. Probably one of the greatest games I've seen in a long time there in the Superdome.
First down and goal. The quality air chains have been dropped. That lets you know it's first down and goal. Handoff left side again, continuing to churn the legs, spinning around, but will be dropped at the 3.
Zaylen Bennett, Coach.
Bennett on the carry. Bennett's been a workhorse. He's carried the ball several times today for the Demons, and just trying to find that end zone here with a little under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, St. Charles coach said after in the postgame that winning's a habit, and they have good habits at St. Charles is what he said.
He's right.
He never checked up when everybody else thought it was over with. He just kept his cool.
Landry there with 2 backs long. Now comes under center, and they're going to push him. Not going to quite get there. They're marking him shy of the goal line in his forward progress.
Yeah, you have just a host of Knights there. You have Ankalade, you have 22, which is Broussard, Coach.
Yeah, you do. I thought they were going to give it to Troy Kennerson Jr. out of Acadiana. He went in with the play, but we hadn't seen him carry yet. But Kennerson, one of those split-back veer guys, that old school, we want to talk about old school, that number 4 from Acadiana. He knows a little bit about running a football.
He knows the veer machine.
Exactly.
Back in there again. We'll see if he gets it this time. He does not. It's off to the right and stopped. Actually going to say he lost a little bit. No, we're waiting on the signal. Yeah, touchdown.
Yeah, that's Jaden Weaver, Coach.
Weaver on the carry. Again, you think about those running backs, they put a lot of work in here. Weaver out of General Trask again, 5'6", 145-pound running back.
And you'll see him just pile around, and the official comes in, and I don't know what they're looking at when they run in to get to the pile.
Well, what they normally are trying to do, they didn't see the ball cross the line, so they get there. They're trying to see if he's on the ground and his body and the ball's in there, and that's tough.
So I'm wiggling if I'm the running back. I'm wiggling in.
Absolutely, and most of the time the umpire will normally help you, but it's a little tough, for the umpire because he's so far back today.
So
kick is back, extra point is up, and it's good. And normally if one's bobbled like that, they'll call it no good. But touchdown gets it back to 10. Nick, you were saying?
Yeah, I was just wondering if the side judge was running in and saying, do I like Terrence or do I like Doug more? Terrence or Doug? Terrence or Doug? He went with Terrence on that one.
And he says Terrence.
Terrence might have provided that referee uniform for him.
There you have it.
From Ultimate Apparel. So support Terrence George. Online, Facebook, and I appreciate him for all that he does for Gridiron Bowl games.
And has been on since day one. That's just great. What a great weekend of football. Been in town since Friday with the coaches meeting, got things going Saturday, and then the 7-on-7 was there. Junior high games yesterday, and finishing things up with the senior bowl today, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of talent, come to the area. And it's got to be great for our community, the Central Louisiana community, to have so many people in for these days. Not many people are going back and forth. Some of these guys, again, from out of the state of Louisiana. So what a great time of the year. Plus, just finishing up Christmas, getting ready for the new year. So, again, a lot of people taking time off right now.
City of Pineville provided dinner for the coaches on the opening night and kind of the welcome. James Rashell, the director of Parks and Recreation, was in town, and so it was great to see him there. And they will hold on to things, whistle blowing.
Yeah, the food that they provide look very good. Not the best for a person that's trying to stay away from carbohydrates, but these athletes work hard and they need all the carbs they can get. But yeah, food provided was looked very good. And Jeff Young from LCU providing the PA system, the sound, and the video.
Gwen Auditorium was just on fire there. They did a great job. Jeff Young in that Convergence Media department.
Coach, so he told me they have 1,600 that they can sit in the auditorium. He said the lower level holds 1,000. So for the draft, he said they were looking at about 600 people in there. And then for the 7-on-7, we probably estimated about 400 or 500.
Wow.
So, yeah, very good turnout.
That's wonderful.
Kick is away. We'll come to the near side 15-yard line, gathered in.
That's Jaden Christopher, guys.
Christopher now on the run, gets knocked down there. And we'll start at the 27.
Another one of those young men from Patterson, Louisiana. Again, it's great to see these guys out here. When you look at that team, they definitely had some great athletes and they're well represented today out here.
Correction, Ethan Limpscomb was on the return. I'm sorry. That was the Knights. I'm sorry.
Oh, the Limpscomb. Okay.
Yeah, Limpscomb. That was on me. Sorry, guys.
Maybe I got, I don't know, off. Was that just the first drive of this second half?
Yes, it was, because they ran.
First time
you didn't have the ball. Yeah.
So they've run 7 minutes off the clock. That may have been what Marcus went down there for us to Now we'll see what Jordan and company are able to do. It's been a long time since they've been out on the field. That one complete, though. Not a long time since he's thrown a completion. There is one.
Zachary Green, coach from Peabody.
Green on the catch again. And, you think about Mason Jordan. You look at his stats on the season, 183, 305. He threw for almost 2,800 yards, 35 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. Again, you got to understand that's why Montgomery had so much success.
Handoff up the middle, trying to get the first down, and they're going to mark him right on the line. They do move the chains.
And, he led the state in Class 1A in passing yardage. So, again, kudos to him and to his work ethic and best of luck to him moving forward.
Gabriel Johnson, East Iberville on the tackle, guys.
He's got Aiden Tate in there with him now. Tate with a couple of touchdowns. This time he fakes it to him, throws it out, and that's Gainey's first catch. Gainey has it. You saw him on the fade a couple of times, but that combination has been made a lot of times.
Right, and, of course, that's why they had so much success during the year. 6'6", 180-pound young man from Montgomery.
There you get a good look at the 6'6" Hayden Gainey.
They put 25 pounds on him in college, Coach, and he'll probably be a tight end, huh?
Absolutely. No, there's no doubt about it. And, his other target was Eli Bullock from Montgomery. Bullock.
There's Tate off the left side, finding some tough sledding up the middle, and will pick up 3. It'll make it 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, number 79 there for the Jordan Holmes from Carroll with the tackle there.
He's only 6'1", 285. That's all. I told you they had some big men down there. I didn't know if they were offensive linemen or defensive linemen, but I'm telling you, they drafted size.
Tate again off the left side as the tempo continues. Tate trying to get to the outside and does. 40 now, 35, pushed out at the 32-yard line.
Francisco pushed him out, Coach.
But
Of course he did.
Well, what's so interesting is the first half we only saw Tate come in and run the ball when it was on the goal line or when they were going to run direct snaps, and Boston did all the work. Now the second half's come out, and now you got Tate back there being the workhorse.
Tempo continues down under a minute of play here in the third.
Ty Curtis in the H-back, guys.
There's
Number
an
8 for
interesting shift to things.
I just said that, didn't I?
It's echoing in here.
Snap is back. Tate was there to block. This time going over the top, held up. Or Curtis was in to block.
Well, I can tell you right now, Javion Briley, I just watched him. He is from White Castle. He's 6'4", 320 pounds. He just blocked the defensive end and the defensive tackle so Jordan could get outside. So that young man, what a block by – I mean, he blocked both of them.
Yeah,
that should
50.
do it for the third quarter of play, and does. We wind down, whistle blows. Fourth quarter is upon us.
Coach, I've never seen Doug during a game broadcast trying to get him. Hey, don't snap the ball. Don't snap the ball. He's up here making signals.
I was letting y'all know.
Oh, letting us know, yeah.
That they were to the end of the third quarter.
Hey, you've got two competitors right beside you that understand exactly. Even though you have a little bit to do with it, it's competitive nature.
I don't know what we're going to do if he wins this game.
I'll
man.
tell you, Coach.
It's going to be tough after this game.
Yeah, that last 15. If they win that 15 minutes, we might have to. He might be on the field, Coach. We might be doing the call.
We go Jerry Jones it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
That's a sure sign of disaster. Oh my goodness, guys! 3 quarters in the books. The Demons did exactly what they needed to do. Put it on the ground and keep it away from this explosive defense. You know, they've had the ball a while. Did the Demons turned it over a couple of times? That time, their one drive, 7-minute drive in the third quarter, man, it did exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they did. And the thing about the Knights, they come out and they run in the tempo offense with the running clock, but you can tell the how much more polished Jordan looks. When it comes to running the offense compared to Landry. Not to say that they don't have the same great athletes, but it's just a little bit different. You can see that Jordan's just a little bit more, he's a little bit more calmer.
Fourth quarter underway.
2nd
and 10 it goes. Mason calls for the ball right up the middle.
That's Eric Williams, the second
Spun
coach.
around, Eric, and still driving those legs.
Yep, Eric Williams out of 5'9", 210-pound out of Prairieville, Louisiana. First time we've called that young man's name. And if I'm not mistaken, Prairieville is in their first year of football, LHSA, I should say. New school over there in that Gonzales area. You want to talk about schools. You think about St. Amant. You think about Donaldsonville, Prairieville.
Dutchtown.
I mean,
Central.
They're all
private.
in. Yeah, they're all in that one 15-mile radius. It's unbelievable.
School is big business down there.
Yes.
3rd down and 5. This time it's Jordan on the play action of the keeper. Oh, he turns around and throws it, and that was designed pretty well, but the execution didn't happen.
Francisco there. Hell, I'm sorry,
My
Coach.
man, Francisco. I know you're good. I was looking to see, and he's over there high-fiving himself.
You know, you talk about the Prairieville, Coach. I was talking to a soccer coach I know real well down there, and in that area, they just took kids from St. Amant and kids from Dutchtown and moved them to Prairieville because they were in the neighborhoods, and there was really not much complaint.
No.
They just added a whole school, and a 5A school, and that's just remarkable.
You know, I talked to the head coach at St. Amant all the time, and she was telling me how softball, you know, they move kids around, and it's just you're just plucking one kid from one school because they have so many kids on their roster. It's unbelievable.
They run the play clock down, call a timeout, and we'll keep it here. It's 4th down and 5 from the 30-yard line. It would be 47 from here, but I don't think that with the wind, you see Old Glory starting to blow directly into the face from that Pine Street end zone down to English Village and the softball field. And, guys, we've got another one to come after this. There'll be about 30 minutes in between the two games, and then the two winners will play for the championship directly after that.
Yeah, Doug, that wind's now blowing 7 miles an hour to north. 47 degrees outside, feels like 43. So not warming up too much, but as long as that sun stays up, we'll be okay. It's when that sun goes down that it's going to get rough.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful blue sky out there now. 4th down coming. The last time we saw a 4th down, it was 4th and goal, and they direct snap it to 23 from Pineville, Aiden Tate. I don't see him out on the field right now. It is Williams that is back there with Mason.
You know, we were talking about Francisco. You also have Clues from St. Martinville, who's the other linebacker. So having both of those guys here, phenomenal linebacking core.
Back to pass. That one is going up and climbing the ladder and picking that one down to the 15-yard line. Big time catch.
Zachary Green, guys.
Zachary Green, again, Peabody Warhorse is in the house on that catch. He went up and caught that. What a fun. He just kind of threw it up there for him. It was either you're going to catch it or nobody else is catching it. So great job right there by Jordan.
Yeah, we have to get to this. And you see Jordan drop back there, just throws it right up. Tremendous catch. Back to action we go here.
Huge 4th down conversion.
Mason Jordan there getting out of, there's going to be holding, it looks like. And so I got to believe that the don't take the quarterback went away on this one play down here.
Yeah, Francisco there, Coach. First one there.
Yeah, you know, they're going to – I think they're trying to rev it up. I mean, they got 12 minutes. They know this is it. They've got to win this game if they want to hang around for another one. So – don't be surprised you don't see a little 5-man pressure here in the fourth quarter.
I think that was a blitz is what that was, and that's a call.
That's a 5-man That's a 5-man stunt that they had going on, or no stunt because there's no stunts going on.
See?
Well, they end up declining the penalty, guys.
Loss of 8 on the sack.
Yeah, they'll just take the sack, make it 2nd down and 18.
Your kicker warming up over there, Doug.
That's right. Dude, he's in the range when he gets off the bus. Don't think he's not. I'd like to see them. Who's he got? Boston in there with him? Or is that Williams now?
5-man
Williams.
That's Williams.
Williams takes it up the middle, slips the first man through. But here's where that defensive line is starting to get penetration over that smaller offensive unit.
John Luke Bendilli on the tackle there.
Yeah, so they went to a 5-2 look, and right there, so they've got basically 2 stand-up ends, which are the 2 outside linebackers. So Francisco's playing 1 outside linebacker. And then don't forget about the guy from Cecilia, Braylon Jones, in there. He's also another linebacker that they've got.
I'm sorry, that's who it was. Clues coach who was
Snap
the tackle.
is back. Jordan. Yep. There's going to be a flag right off the right side of it here as they hammered. That's going to be something on this near side receiver with Hayden Gainey and the DB, and we'll see what that call is.
LaDanian Perna on the catch there, Coach.
Great job right there by Perna to find a little spot right there from Ellender High School, 5'10", 175-pound receiver.
They're calling in the penalty, so hold that. I think there may be some sort of.
Yeah, it's on
some sort of roughness over here.
Mikey Allen, number 3, was over here with Gainey. So let's see what happens. Oh, they called offside, Doug.
Well, he had Gainey locked up. Yeah, so that he might have been set up offsides, and that's what they're getting him for. But again, we're talking about Braylon Jones earlier. You know, Braylon Jones had over 100 tackles on the season for Cecilia. Again, when you talk about that linebacker crew that the Demons have out there, I mean, those are some phenomenal linebackers when you look at their stats.
I could have swore I drafted him.
3rd and 11.
Oh, boy. 3rd down and 11 here, definitely in the field goal range. But they're thinking convert this. Mason Jordan back to pass. Throwing that one. It's a wobbler. Look at Gainey go up. Well, He didn't go up and get it. It was just right there. I would have had to go up and get it.
Needed 11, got 12 there, Coach.
Yeah, he did. And boy, he came up and he's talking a little trash after they took him down the play before. So, again, That's what you got to love about these guys, man. They know what's going on. He just told him, throw it up to me.
Handoff this time to Williams. He bangs around on that interior line. And, one thing that does is continues the clock running.
Yeah, it's St. Martinville, and Carroll, their coach. So that's
wow.
Yeah, that's Clues, Francisco, and Martinville, and what's this? Jordan Holmes, coach from Carroll.
Yeah, from Carroll. Oh, yeah.
Under 11 minutes, you see it, second down and goal. This is the difference between a 2-score lead and a 3-score lead right here, a touchdown and a field goal. And so you know that they're trying to punch this in.
I think they're going to call a timeout, Doug. I think he's calling his guys over. So
that gives me an opportunity to signal down what we want, a little razzle-dazzle coming. So we texted that down to the sideline.
Now, Doug, that's something interesting. That's your second timeout of the half, so you're down to one timeout.
Can't take them with you, Coach.
That's right. Saying you got 10 minutes left.
Hey, I've never been a fan of timeouts and taking them with you, so use them all up. Hey, you're not getting paid for them, trust me. Nick, I want to know. I wonder. He's probably sitting here thinking where he's going to put that trophy at.
Oh,
which shelf he's going to put it on?
We got to take them one game at a time, gentlemen, and there's a lot of football to be played.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, Coach. Traditionally, it goes with the head coach.
Yep.
But since
tell him, Nick.
Since BU Design is the one who's building it, there will be a replica. There will be a replica.
I promise you, there'll be one, probably a bigger one,
in his office on Texas Avenue.
Oh, there ain't no doubt.
You want to mention the Lug group there, Doug?
Yeah, absolutely. There are two places around. SunLionsHome.com and Acadiana is home to the 446 Sports office and studio. And a lot of football to go, gentlemen. That's, yeah.
Trying to get you off track.
Look, Aiden Tate back in there on the direct snap. Up the middle goes Aiden into the end zone. Touchdown, Aiden Tate. Touchdown, Knights.
Wow. Call in the workhorse. Call in the mailman. He did call that down. I saw him. He was on his phone texting, so they definitely.
I told him, let's look at it one more time. Why don't we hear?
Knights' #1 pick.
That's exactly right. We got him for a reason. That is his third touchdown of the day. Into the end zone he goes. Aiden Tate.
Great job. Kudos for Aiden. Tough season for him. He didn't have, I think, what the season he wanted, but boy, is he having fun here today.
He's definitely showing out in this one. Snap back, kick is up, away, and it's good.
Another alum of this game went to Pineville. He's at Northwestern. Miranda?
Yeah, Jacob Miranda.
Yep. Had a great week last year during this game. And Coach, you're familiar with him?
Sure did. I had an opportunity to coach that young man as well. What a great young man. And then now he's over at Northwestern doing his thing. But, man, when you think about him and Ty Sanders, when I first got there, both of them a free safety, strong safety, two young guys that knew the game, just two phenomenal guys. So, again, Miranda, just such a great, not only just a good football player, but a great guy and a workhorse as well, and so kudos to him. And I do remember that I was looking at some stuff, looking at some of the guys that played last year that were from this area. And, I have to think back. Louisiana has some really good football players.
Yeah.
And we keep, you've heard some big time coaches talk about that over the bowl series of these past 2 weeks since I've been enjoying my break. But, we are very blessed to have guys with this much talent in Louisiana to play the game. So it's great to see this, and these guys will be at that stage here coming very soon in August.
Indeed, they will. Man, it's just been – you're right. The Pineville kids have performed well. These Sinlaw kids have done a great job out here today. Of course, we've got another big game coming up with a lot more talent in it, and that's what's so good about this bowl game is the amount of kids that you're able to get a look at.
Sure. When you got 36 and you got 4 teams out here, that helps.
Kickoff goes to the far side and brought down there finally. We were out at practice, and so I wondered what the technical approach was to finding your kick return guys and your punt return guys on there. And Nick and I had the video up, and we're watching, and Coach says, who can catch? Who wants to run back kicks?
Yeah.
2 or 3 of them raised their hand, went out there, and there's your punt return
That's
team.
it.
There were also 2 or 3 offensive linemen that raised their hands
And
too.
they got overlooked.
Well, hey, you say that, and look what Cody Ford did on yesterday. So, hey, man, you got to be careful. Don't count the big men out.
And saw the video after that of Joe Burrow, and he was talking about it. He's like, look, I thought the guy was going to get in the end zone.
He was hoping.
You check it, ball on the ground, diving in. It looks like Landry will fall back on
Keller.
it. That's a Keller.
That's
yeah.
Keller, yeah.
Well, Coach, we were talking about Miranda, and we interviewed him during one of our games, and we interview a lot of our former players. And every time and I'm saying this for the ones watching this, whenever these players go back and watch, the difference at the next level is everybody can play, so it's the work ethic and it's the technical work that you have to really focus on.
Yeah, and commitment. You got to be truly committed, and you got to be disciplined. That's the biggest thing when you get to that next level.
Keller there calls for it, now looking at his receiver to the near side, trying to slip out of a tackle, does not do it. Tackle is made
Connor
there.
Rushford there, guys.
Completes to number 7, Connor Rushford.
On the JB Newsome, looks like on the tackle. Is that what you had, 14?
Yes.
Yep. And then Rushford, the first time we've called his name, 510-pound running back.
510 pounds?
510.
My
My
goodness.
goodness.
Go on,
Listen to
big
me.
boy.
He's been on break.
That's
Doug.
right.
Give him some slack.
5'10", 180 out of DeRitter.
There we go.
Another DeRitter young man.
This dragon connection is there. Back to pass. Here comes pressure off the side, able to sidestep that pass in and out of the hands.
Ty Curtis on the coverage there, guys.
He didn't really pull up, did he? He took an opportunity to get him one.
He's a linebacker.
That's right.
I mean, and a fullback. I'm going to call him a fullback, actually.
Yeah, not a
he's-
halfback.
He's been playing fullback the whole second half.
Not an
so
H-back by any
That's
means.
right. That's right. Coach remembers the old fullbacks. That was good football.
Well, I came from a wing T school.
Oh, yes, sir.
So, yeah, we had plenty of fullbacks, and we played plenty of fullbacks.
How long was it when you two realized there was a forward pass in football, the way y'all both
Well, my senior year, I become a wing back. So yeah, I ended up catching 15, but I wanted 40.
on to punt this one away. Saw what happened the last time, and I bet the Gunners don't let up this time. And they won't. They get away.
Well, there's a difference in pass and there's forward pass, and there's a difference. Forward pass, if you threw 5 passes a game 30 years ago, that was good.
Guys.
Yeah. You're throwing 5 passes in the first possession nowadays once you get the first down. So
I'll give you this one too, Coach. Last night they had 5 wides in the junior high game.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, my junior high football team, we didn't have 5 wide receivers.
you didn't have a quarterback that could throw it.
Oh, gosh.
But, now, like I said, high school, we end up throwing the ball a little bit more, especially towards my junior. Well, Julio Ortiz, Coach.
Yep.
He was our starting quarterback my senior year, and he threw the ball pretty well. And of course, a good friend of mine, Chris Bond, was quarterback our junior year. We just didn't quite have the offensive game plan for him.
Got a new quarterback in for the Knights, it looked like.
Yeah, that's your quarterback, Kamaria Campbell.
Kamaria Campbell, he played tight end for General Trask. He's in there now, 6'2", 230 pounds.
How about that?
Yeah, him and Aiden Tate were actually taking snaps before the game.
Landon Boston on the carry.
General Trask well represented here today as well.
Doug's the only GM with the offensive quarterback that's bigger than his offensive line.
I just, I'm not saying that I got Mason Jordan over there resting a little bit. I might need to get him back up because this could bumbling. Still going. Yeah, we're gonna get Mason up off there and back into the game.
Francisco on the recovery there, guys.
Let's take a look at this one again, Coach.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, see if you can take us through it.
So he drops it, and then they're going to kick it, and then they're going to try to fall on it, and it bounced out. And then Francisco finally got on it. But, man, look, That's one of those things where you can't make it up.
Hey, what do you call that in the sport that you coach right now? Coach, what would that be in the softball?
That'd be, yeah.
That'd be an error. A boot. Yeah, they booted
it.
But, no, when that football is oblong and some crazy stuff happens.
Man, and especially on the turf. But, hey, here gives the Demons an opportunity to score and make it a 10-point game if they can do it. But, again, look who they ran into.
Jones and Curtis, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach, that's one of those ones where your shortstop boots it, then the second baseman goes to pick it up and boots it, and you just, put it in their pocket for the next pitch. Huh?
After the first boot, my head's down, so hopefully I don't see the second and third.
Oh, man.
Yeah, congratulations on your head coaching job at Avoyles Charter.
Well, thank
Head
you.
softball coach there. Up the middle he goes, and
Wow.
getting into the end zone. My goodness.
Skylar Edwards.
Skylar Edwards flies through
Looks like
there.
another Skylar number 5 that we
He
actually
absolutely does.
We had 7-on-7 last year. Skylar Green, Coach, was one of our speakers.
You'll see him grab that, Coach.
Yeah,
Take
great job right there. Just basically the inside zone, and didn't look like the Knights were playing much defense right there. They were kind of standing around. I think they might have run a little tempo on them right there, because I'm looking back at the replay, and all of them had their hands on their hips and they were just standing up. So good job by the Demons.
Well, I'm thinking we need to get in a 4-minute offense now coming out of this one.
Heavy dose of Tate.
And here's Hernandez.
And the extra point
That
for
one's up, and
Hernandez
it's
is
good. 31-21. Don't go anywhere. There is a lot of football left in this thing.
It's 31-21.
Yeah, we Coach, last year we had Skylar Green on there, and he did a really, really good job. Patrick Cleveland was the DB's coach for Estruma High School. He's actually here. He spoke this year on the 7-on-7, and he didn't even get a chance to play high school football because his 8th grade year he broke his leg in football.
Wow.
So his parents sent him to Baton Rouge High, which didn't have a football team, and he ran cross country, played soccer, played tennis, and actually played golf, and then ended up coming to LC after going to a prep college, and ended up being a starting free safety for LC. Got academically ineligible because of COVID and some other issues,
Wow.
and then came back after and was able to finish at LC, and now he's coaching.
It says a lot about these young men. Being at Avoyles Charter, Doug, you just mentioned that. They don't have football, but you see some guys, Amari Benjamin, who was at Avoyles Charter,
Now he's at
transferred to
Marksville with
Marksville.
Okie. Yeah.
He had a phenomenal season in football. His first year to ever play as a senior. But, you read a lot of these stories about these guys that didn't play a lot of high school football and then make it to the pros. They end up making it and have that opportunity.
Bounces around, and it's gathered in there at the 20-25, now 30 down the sideline and out of bounds. And
Ethan Linscomb, guys.
yeah, Linscomb gets over by the sideline that way in case anything happens. You're over there at the sideline.
Yep.
Ethan Linscomb.
Yeah, clock continuing to run, and this is when you're sitting on a 10-point lead. You're okay with that running clock.
Oh, absolutely. And again, one of the difference in the rule changes here, but, you think about this game, we've been a little over 2 hours. Even though it's a running clock, it's almost like a normal game.
You're exactly right, because you talked about it. You made such a great point. 3, 6, 9, 12 extra minutes on there.
Yep.
You throw in another quarter, so it kind of balances out.
Sure. Mason Jordan back in, Doug.
Absolutely, he is.
Jordan back in at quarterback.
Handles that one
Back
off.
to Boston.
Yep. Down there, and
Good work there first by number 40, who is Jemiah Nelson.
well, you really got to be careful not getting too careful in this one.
No, because you got plenty of time, a little over 5 minutes. Jemiah Nelson out of Delta Charter, he was an add-on to the roster for the Demons today.
Look at number 4 here in the slot, Kalen Clark. He's a big
Gainey.
kid like Gainey.
Gainey wide open. There's nobody on Gainey. Of course, not thinking that they're going to throw the ball down the field. There's a play action. They weren't even looking at him. They go the complete opposite way.
See, that's where you're running clock here, Doug, and they call a timeout. What do you say?
Away by number 32, Treon Wise. Locking things up on the other side.
You get the timeout there trying to preserve a little bit because they could have taken off another 40 seconds or so of the play.
of the second
Yeah,
half.
that's one of those things where you're running clock. You don't mind throwing the ball because it doesn't stop the clock. But
Interesting that he was locked in on that receiver, though, when Gainey – I don't think there was anybody on him.
Well, the young man from Catholic was actually on the numbers, and Gainey was outside of the numbers. So I think they were
I think
playing.
he was deking him a little bit.
Yeah, because they were on the right hash over there. So, but what a interesting call. So, of course, the clock doesn't stop, right? But I'm just watching Coach Hillman from Bunkie.
Yes.
He's a D-line coach
And
for the team. He called timeout. and the one of the offensive coaches said, no, don't call time. He goes, yes, the clock is running.
Yeah.
So, again, a different strategy. So you got to think a little different here.
yeah,
today.
and Coach, I know you're not familiar with it, but he's the head coach for Bunkie, correct?
Right.
Yes.
And then PJ Sprunk, who's talking to Coach Collins right now, is the head coach for Haynes. So there's multiple head coaches on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
So
Lot
it's probably
of clock management
It's probably
going on.
instinctive. It's probably instinctive to.
And he's going, my bad. You're right. You were right.
But
to
I
call
think
timeout.
that was the right call, like you said.
Third down and 10. Two stacked receivers to the near side. Some confusion this way. Not even looking there. Going to the slant over the middle, and that's going to make the fourth down play kind of a short one. They take another timeout. We'll see 4:46 remaining here in this one. They
actually
don't.
letting it run. Yep.
Jaden Henderson on the catch there, and this is going to be. What's Coach Blankenship going to do here?
Let me text him and tell him to kick this thing
Should there
away.
be an Aiden Tate?
It's going to be fourth down.
He's trying to draw him off, huh?
Yeah, 4th and 4, and they'll run it all the way down. You'll get it to about 4:07 is where this will go. They'll take a timeout and come out and kick this thing away, I believe. Yeah, you've got 8 seconds remaining on the play clock, and that'll get it to about 4:07.
Yeah, because that's a long 4th and 4 on your side of the 50. You don't want to chance it.
This is that opportunity, and we saw Carson Sellers with the Ash Trojans a lot get back in there and would take that snap and pooch kick it down there. Let's bring that out even.
Well, I don't know if they're going to do that whenever you've got a
When
kicker
it's
named
live
Logan Blanchard who could.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't put Aiden Tate in there. And I know Doug wasn't texting down saying put Tate in. So
Well, you don't know what's going on in the timeout. They looked up here. I don't think you saw
they didn't get the Jerry
signal.
Jones. Didn't get the Jerry Jones from you, huh?
Nope, not at all. I trust my guys. I put them in place to go out there and execute.
And I think that's actually holding that yard, the fourth down marker. I think that is James Lucas the fourth, who was, like I said, a Gridiron alumni from last year from the 2024 game. And
Grew up in the Gridiron program, too, and he's a true success story out of this organization.
well, Aiden Tate, Doug.
That's right. Why not? Watch him throw the ball to Gainey down the field here, guys.
I wonder if they might try to draw him off still.
They are bunched in. They're moving some guys
Three's
around.
in the neutral zone, guys.
They couldn't
Handoff
shuffle
there.
over.
They move him over there. Look at him go. Tate continues to do big things here.
So I know that you're not supposed to blitz or anything,
Right.
but they shift the two H-backs over,
Right.
okay? So this basically is, just
They've
old school.
overloaded that
Yeah,
side.
this is just a Notre
There's
Dame box.
a flag that is down, so we'll get you that here momentarily. You're seeing the play. They're going to decline it. Well, no, they're moving the sticks back, so
Might have been an illegal shift there, Coach,
Well,
like
that's
you're
what-
talking about.
Yeah, because I don't think they were set. And when they shifted, that's what I'm saying. So if you got two men in motion, they both have to be set. And so that's where the problem lies. And so now I'm not sure. That's got to be the call.
they're going to bring the punt
Yep,
team
illegal
on now
shift.
because of that.
Yep.
Well, you guys want to worry about all the nonsense, all this illegal shifting and such.
Well, my thing was, since we can't have any trick plays or blitzes or anything, I was trying to figure out, can the linebackers at least slide over? And so me being the defensive guy, I'm watching one of the linebackers trying to slide over, and then the flag comes out. So, again, I think that's a rule that you can't put two guys in motion because you can't blitz.
And they
All
stopped
right.
the clock there, too.
And the
which-
clock did stop. They'll start on the signal, though. So they
There it
should.
goes.
I would let that 20-some-odd seconds run off of it, and that's what
William Laverne's your deep snapper, Doug.
snap is back and kick is away.
Nothing wrong with that punt.
No, not at all, and let it roll down inside the 25 to the 23. And maybe a flag coming in here at the end. I don't know. Things getting a little
chippy.
backside chippy.
Mm-hmm.
3:31 to go in this one.
At the 23-yard line, so 3:31.
So not necessarily your typical running clock either.
White Hat was pointing to somebody back there on the night. You might want to get your boys in line down there, Doug.
I got them. Look, they're the smaller guys, and they're getting bullied and say, look, hey,
they're spirited, right? They're
spirited indeed. Yeah. Run the clock now, Rel. There we go. 3:31. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Now the clock will roll.
What's the onside kick situation with the NFL?
You have to announce that you're doing it, of course, in NFL. Snap is back. Landry steps up, brushes off a would-be tackler, and is going to be brought down shy of the first down at the 32.
That's number 9, Amari Willis with the tackle.
Great job right there by Landry to step up into the pocket. And, of course, they're rushing from the outside. Nobody in the middle containing.
It's getting very interesting, Mr. Gann.
2:55. The clock will start and stop once you get inside of the 2-minute warning, or 2-minute timeout, as they like to call it in college. Handoff comes to the near side. Going to be brought down. Good-looking tackle in the backfield.
Great job right there.
Braylon Jones.
By Jones from Cecilia.
That's a big kid, Coach.
He is. Jones is one of the bigger kids. 6'1", 200 pounds from Cecilia out of Breaux Bridge. But
look, Coach Cody Champagne and that group down there at Cecilia, we were able to have them in on the Pelican Sports Report at Firehouse Subs there in Karen Crow, and a great time with those guys.
Somebody needs to give him a shot. He's played really well.
Absolutely. Coach Ben, call him. Back to pass now. That one over the middle and errantly thrown behind the runner, but here was coming the pressure.
And his teammate Hilaire with the hit on the quarterback.
That is the 2-minute timeout in this one. 2 minutes remaining, so the clock will run as we are accustomed to in the final 2 minutes, 31-21.
Look, Coach, you got a Taylor, Coach Taylor on your sideline there coming to help Coach Blankenship in the huddle.
That's right.
He's a winner, right, Coach?
6-1.
Absolutely.
Look, this is just game one of this one. Mind your business, Jace.
It's not over until it's over.
Jace, the PA announcer, who's also trying to get the demons pumped up, saying that, do you believe in miracle? And that's against Doug's team.
It ain't over. That's right. Yeah. You see the Tigers and Lions starting to get ready down in the end zones. They will finish this. We will stop this broadcast and we'll start another one. So you guys will have to go back to the Gridiron Football YouTube page for that. 3rd and 11. Landry over the middle. Collision there, but going up for the near interception. And look, go over there and just high-five each other a little bit, or maybe that wasn't what he was doing.
All right, so y'all have to explain to me the hands up with the looks like the wings. Coach, do you know what that is?
I have no idea, but he was flying high just now. I can tell you he left his feet.
And maybe I need to – Matthew, do you know what that means? Okay, we'll have to figure that out. Because
no-fly zone.
That's what it is. That's what it is. No-fly
zone.
Zone. There you go.
Be.
4th down.
See, we had to ask. We didn't even have to ask. Doug already knew.
He said he didn't at first.
Landry's going to step up. I can't give you everything right away. That one is in there, and it will be a turnover on downs. And that should put things away in a little bit of chippiness. And you can't look.
I can't imagine a Doug Gann team not talking, not being spirited.
That's my Karen Crow and Cecilia, guys.
And Karen Crow.
But look, where
from Karen Crow.
Where you got to be careful of, you don't want to get run out of this game. We saw 2 junior high players get ejected yesterday.
Yes, we did.
And they've got the winner of this, when I'm saying somebody's got some business to come back to in a championship 15-minute quarter. You want to be eligible for that.
Yeah, and that's what's, Again, you just have to have fun, but be careful. Keep it within the.
But and here's what I'll say to these guys out there too. This is just a game. You're trying to impress college coaches, and they see everything.
Right.
Mason Jordan, the experimented quarterback, is over. Jordan back in there with 1:48 to go. I know he was out in that last drive as well. Calls for this one. Toss goes to Tate. Tate takes a knee to try to, or slips down, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, good work there by Clues there, coach, to turn him inside.
That should be the second timeout by the Demons, or is that there? Okay, so they've got one remaining.
Yeah, they called one earlier in the third, and then they called this one here with the 2-minute timeout as well.
I want to give a shout out to all our sponsors: Ultimate Apparel, the City of Pineville, 446 Sports. You can actually watch the live stream.
They're announcing that you can actually watch this one. You may want to mute it and not listen to it as much, but it's been a blast here in this one. Been a lot of fun, and that's what game day is all about. Nick and I used to be we'd be packing up, getting ready to go home. But there's a lot more football to go.
Absolutely, and that's what's going to be a lot of fun to see these next two teams come out here.
And they'll be completely different ball game, it will. Jordan calls for this when Tate gets it up the middle. Tate not content just to run things out, is he?
No, he's not.
Third and final timeout taken by Team Demons. You know, Francisco and Clues have been kind of the same as Allaire and Jones, coach on the from Cecilia. You know, they've kind of mirrored just for the Demons version of it. You know, being the two teammates on defense, and have done really well for themselves today.
Yeah, they have, and you know, you got to tip your hats to those guys and their work ethic. You can see that they play hard. They play to every play like it's their last play, and that's all you got. That's all you ask from these guys. And you know, when we were talking about going to that next level, that's what coaches are looking for. They're looking for those guys that have another level, another gear in them, and they want them to. How much more are you going to exceed what you're already doing? What else do you have in your tank?
No more timeouts in this one. Tate in the backfield with Jordan. Snap is there. Play action. Jordan's going to keep it. You go down, young man. That's good.
Did you see the way he was holding that ball?
I saw him. Both hands.
Yeah, you saw Torrey Landry Jr. from LCA, 6'4", 240-pound offensive lineman. He was kind of blocking him a little bit. He didn't want nobody to hit him when he went down. But, you know.
Wow, we got him.
Yeah, good luck to these guys, again, going back to what coaches are looking for. That's what they're wanting. I mean, they're wanting guys that are, just they have that other gear. Not many kids. You got 36 on each team. We talked about the number of. Those are 36 guys with a different gear. And so, it's truly unique to see that out here with this group of guys.
So, guys, here we are 2.5 hours into this ball game. Can you imagine if it wouldn't have been the running clock in this today?
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, it easily would have added a good bit. Delay of game is whistled against the Knights, and that'll 44 seconds remain in this one. Should be about a 30-minute pause. So that second game slated to go around 3 o'clock.
Just let you know.
Yeah, and you look at the you said Tigers and Lions.
Yes, oh my.
Yeah, Tigers in the navy and Lions are in the red.
Team Andy and Team Marcus.
Number 78. I can't wait to look at the roster of the next group, but
Well, they just went after Jordan that time. He throws it, and this is going to – they leveled Mason Jordan right there, and he throws that pick, and that was just
That was 21, Vince Delaney with the
you got a penalty flag on the far side, but my goodness. That was a late hit as you'll find in that one.
That's what you don't want to see if somebody get hurt late in a game like this, especially after the game that these two teams, these guys have worked so hard, and then you see Landry down on the ground like
but look,
that.
He's a gamer. He'll hop right up. Mason Jordan from Montgomery, and tough as nails out there.
You know, it's probably more of a shock to him than really. I mean, once he was able to get his bearings straight, like, man, what just happened? Because
you see where the football's going is all the way back too.
Yeah, there was a block in the back after the interception, but still, very interesting play there.
They might want to just run the time off the clock and be done.
So it'll be first down for Team Demons. So you look ahead now, if it holds like it is and Team Demons doesn't prevail, you're looking at an offensive and defensive MVPs in that. Kyrie Francisco, I think, defensively, guys.
Yeah, and I would think Skylar Edwards on the offense. Of course, I know it's not our.
We don't have a vote in it, but that's what our thought process is in it. Snap is back there, and Landry will roll to the near side, looking all the way down the field. It is complete on the out to the 47-yard line. They do stop the clock.
Javen Christopher,
46.
Great job right there by Javen Christopher from Patterson. Come back to that ball as Landry stepped up into the pocket and threw a bullet. He didn't put any air under it. He threw a dart to him.
First down and 10 now for this one. 2 or 3 plays remaining here in this ball game. That one is out. It's like they're covering the middle of the field deep, leaving the outsides open. That way,
again,
not letting anything down the seam go.
Yeah, again, great job right there by Landry to step up into the pocket and make that throw.
You're liable to have an illegal
Jack Landry spikes the football.
Formation there. They spike it with 7 seconds to go.
Left to play.
And they'll have one shot at it. Going down to the final whistle.
Trying to make it close.
Yep. Little backdoor cover on the line here.
Would be interesting, wouldn't
it? You'll see the Knights get way back in a prevent. And the Demons' afternoon will come to an end here. Their weekend will come to an end. Landry throws a rope.
Oh. Yeah, intended there for Jaden Weaver. 1.3 seconds left.
So final play of the game. They'll exchange pleasantries, award the offensive and defensive MVPs, and then we'll see the Lions and the Tigers get ready to do battle.
1.3, this is the last play.
Final play of the game, barring a defensive penalty. Landry back to pass, steps up in the pocket. He's being chased. That one is knocked around, and they're going to call it incomplete. They were not going to give an opportunity for the old scoop and score at the end. It was called incomplete, and that is your ball game.
Jabaric Seville there, guys. Sabril, excuse me, with the sack there at the end.
Team Knights victorious here in this one, and they'll play the winner of the Tigers and the Lions for the championship. Guys, it's been a good one. 31-21. Key takeaway from this one, Coach?
Well, definitely was a quarterback play, but, I got to tip my hat to Aiden Tate. What a phenomenal opportunity he had today, to do what he was able to do. And then you've got, a great quarterback in Mason Jordan. I was drawing a blank. Out of Montgomery. What a job! What a phenomenal game Jordan had. Throwing the ball the way he did. But super proud of these guys. I mean, again, they put on a great show. But I have to say, Tate. He came in. He ran a bunch of plays at the goal line. But boy, he did a lot of work in the middle of the field too for the Knights today.
Nick?
Since he took the offense, I'll take the defense, and it's all Cecilia Hilaire and Jones. Of course, Ty Curtis from Buckeye had a good game, but they were all over the field, and it wasn't just because they have those gold helmets on and they're easy to see. They were making tackles, so I would have to say those two really stood out, and it's going to be an interesting 15 minutes that they get to play the next time.
It will, and the clock will stop in that, so there'll be a lot of no-tempo. The first no-tempo team that we've seen in all these years. How you like that?
Yeah.
They'll go down on the awards, and we'll keep it here through that because they'll get that announced pretty quickly. Our thoughts for that team was, what did we say? We said Francisco.
Yeah, Francisco on defense, and then
Skylar
Edwards on offense would be our picks.
You know, I think you take a look at Francisco. 6'3", 205-pound linebacker. I mean, what a phenomenal guy! You know, that whole crew that they have. You know, coming. You got Allaire that's back there with him. You know, they've got some guys. Man, it's unbelievable how well-rounded. You know, I mean, I'm talking about Francisco. His counterpart, Clues. I'm sorry, Cohen Clues, the other linebacker. Just amazing how St. Martinville was so well built.
Yeah, they definitely were. And look, Marcus Randall getting a little grief there for not being on the field for it, and he was talking to the officials. I love this game, and I love just the relaxed nature. This is just a lot of fun this week. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer, and we'll get the awards finished up.
All right. Well, it looks like Team Demons Day is done early, but ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Team Demons. What a great effort here today. They never gave up, and man, they gave it a good game. They never gave up towards the end. Give a shout out as well, Terrence George, GM, Jonathan Collins, head coach, and his great staff. Give a round of applause for working these guys all week long. All right, now it's time for the moment y'all been waiting for, the offensive and defensive MVPs. Presented by former LSU Bluegrass Miracle quarterback, Marcus Randall. All right, here we go. Your Team Demons offensive MVP. That goes to Mazel and more hardware to his trophy case. Number 5, Skylar Edwards. And now, let's go to the defensive MVP. It was a coin flip. We were discussing between a couple of guys, but in the very end, he was all over the football field today. Number 11, Kyrie Francisco.
There you go. The folks down there went along with us, and I think it absolutely was the right call. You see them with their offensive and defensive MVP. So congratulations to big days from those guys there with a legend in Louisiana and Marcus Randall. Coach, great day.
It was a great day for these young men, you know, and yeah, the Demons are going out, but boy, what a great showing they had. You know, as these group of men, you know, think about 4 days to prepare for this. You come out, you meet a whole new group of brothers in this game of football. But the best part about it, everybody came out, had a great time. Nobody leaves. Everybody's able to walk off the field. And so, again, you know, what a great, 31-21, you put up 52 points in a running time. And like you said, you know, it just gives these guys one last chance to play. And, you know, some of these guys may not ever play again, put the uniform on, but, man, what a great opportunity today to do that.
Nick, final thoughts?
Yeah, I think one of the things that really catches my eye after the two years that I've been involved with this, being the third year, Doug, is the number of points, and I think that had everything to do with. And I was kind of, you know, wondering how it was going to go with the now having 4 teams.
Right.
I think that opened it up because it allowed the quarterbacks and the receivers opportunity to just get on the same page in the 3 days, where before when you have 10 or 12 wide receivers, you have 3 quarterbacks per team, it's very difficult for them to get in the rhythm.
Also a little bit of a change in the defense with the way that they played.
That's correct.
That gave the quarterbacks an opportunity. And this is the score. We've seen some 7-6
Yes.
games, and nobody really wants to come see that.
Sure.
This was a fun game.
It was. It really was.
All right, guys, 30 minutes until game number 2 starts. It's the Lions and the Tigers. It's Team Andy and Team Marcus. It's for the right to come and play the Team Knights for the championship. That'll do it. Knights win this one 31-21. Congratulations to Kyrie Francisco and Skylar Edwards. They were MVPs from that Demons team. We'll see you back. Remember, you've got to get the new link, and it is on